welcome to the EST Hangout.
This is the EST Hangout, and today's guests are...
Can I warm up? Can we talk about the Oilers?
Right, we're not streaming it yet right now either. What is that audio? Hey, good morning. I don't know if we're on the air right now. Matt Iwanyk. Give me a second. Well, I don't know if we're on.
Why don't we restart?
Oh, look, we are on. It does say live. But there we go. We're up on the air somehow.
We were on the whole time.
I don't know how we've been on this whole time. My phone's not giving me anything. We just got put on, I believe. Oh, you've got it. Okay, this is the most clunky start to the EST Hangout I think we've ever had. Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. Matt Iwanyk, Jasmine Sidhu, Tom Gazzola with you here live on, apparently, on YouTube, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, sportstalk.com. That's not Jasmine's fault. That's not Brendan's fault. I can't get it on my phone.
I had it working.
I didn't have it working for the longest time, and we weren't seeing levels or anything like that. Hey, look at that. We're all there. You are streaming, Maddie, says Penner's Pancakes. You're on the air, says Kelvin Van Dasselaar. Look at that. We're doing this. We're doing this thing. The EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada's storage experts, more than 2 decades, helping Canadians through life's transitions. They are proudly Canadian, the Canadian storage provider that you need. Check them out, sentinel.ca. First 4 weeks free on all units. Be sure to buy Canadian. They're proud to be Canadians.
As they should be.
Yeah, I have no idea what was happening there. We weren't hearing our intro, so Brendan and I were like, usually we hear an intro. And then I couldn't get the YouTube stream going. Like, it was just like, as we weren't streaming or anything like that. So
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if I said the B word.
I don't know what you said. I don't know what I said.
Worst
I don't know what anyone has said. We'll have to go back and listen to that. But again, so that's just it's the Hangout. We're clunky. Yeah. That's what it is.
It was a late game.
It was a late game yesterday. We've got lots to do today. We will talk Oilers. We will talk, you want to get into Super Bowl props.
Yeah.
And we should talk a little bit NBA as it is trade deadline today. And my Lakers basically NBA champs after yesterday.
Get out of here.
Big Uke before we even started. So who does Jazzy yell at today? Okay, so before we brought you on there, I don't know if anyone heard it or not. Your friend tried to help explain what you were saying yesterday. Because those that missed yesterday, Jasmine was saying something that Belsey, Tom, and I truly didn't understand.
No clue.
Didn't understand where she was going from. Tried to get some sort of examples. She couldn't give us anything. You panicked. You got more flustered. But your friend has come to bail you out to explain what you were saying. What does your friend have to say?
Okay. Firstly, I was just a little flustered because I had Belsey saying something, I had Maddie, then I had Tommy, then Tommy's reading text, and then I'm looking at the chat. So I was all over the place. So I apologize. But my friends know me best, and I got a lot of messages. But I'll read this one message from Colin, my boy. He said, I think it was just confusing. Your point was basically like, don't hit me up with fake takes at a sports party just to try to fit in. And it just got morphed into, don't talk to Jazz at the party unless you're a super fan.
But Jazz said, don't talk to Jazz at any party.
Well, I don't want to go down this road again fully. But what I still don't understand is how do you know who's like whether they're faking or not?
Well, you can tell.
Well, but now it's just, it could be just one of those, that person has it in your eyes is a bad take. But how do you know if it's a bad take versus they're just trying to fit in and they don't know what the hell they're talking about? And that's why I came up with yesterday and said, what if somebody's like, I don't like this Patrick Mahomes guy. Are you going to consider that a bad take, or is that considered this guy's just trying to fit in? How do you know the difference?
That's a good point.
It is a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I'm calm. Okay. I don't think that's a bad take at all. I would actually acknowledge it and I would have a conversation as to why.
But how do you know it's the difference between bad takes and the person has no idea what they're talking about?
Well, I guess it's from I don't like Mahomes to Mahomes sucks. There's a difference.
Okay. Because Dr. Nutsy Thielsen says you can tell, Maddie, you can tell.
Yeah, see?
And Big U. There's a difference between a bad take and someone making crap up. But that's where it's... I need to see the line.
And like, okay, one more thing I will add to this is that if you are at a Super Bowl party and there are people on a couch or closer to TV or more intense or an Eagles fan or Chiefs fan in this instance, give them some space and some respect because they are trying to pay attention to the game. Now, if you are one of those people that are like, oh, it's a halftime show with a football game in the background, you know, or I'm here for the commercials, or now's not the time to start asking questions about the game.
When did Super Bowl parties become so rigid? I don't want to go to your Super Bowl parties if they're that rigid.
No,
and you're going to be threatened with a throat punch at some point.
I'm not
from Jazzy.
So Maddie introduced the violence. I'm not violent.
When did I
all
introduce
the
the
I think you introduced the violence.
I didn't introduce
it
it
at all.
Okay. So if it's the halftime show, you cannot talk about football.
It's a party.
No, you can. It's the halftime show. I'm saying leave the Eagles and Chiefs fans alone.
Oh.
If
the hardcores want to be
hardcore,
hardcore, go hardcore by yourselves in the basement or something.
true.
Like,
But if they're like,
this is a party.
well, okay.
95% of the people at said party don't care about those teams.
Those
They're
people
their
are
teams.
not going out to parties either. And if they're hosting one, they're closer to the TV.
Yeah,
on the
She's
house.
saying
Exactly.
don't go poke the bear with the Chiefs. The
That
Eagles fan.
I recognize.
Yeah, everybody
I get
else have
that,
a good
okay.
time. Yeah, but
like
just let
if
those
it's like
people concentrate.
you walk into Jazzy's house and she's at the front door, or there's a maitre d', of course, it's Jasmine. They're like, Chiefs or Eagles or
Where are we going
neutral
to seat
party.
you? It's like a
this
wedding
way.
type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Please.
And then here's your
That's a good
program.
idea.
Please minimize
tempt
the
me.
volume. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to Century Casino. I'm going to be there to have a good time.
That's because you don't care about the game.
Exactly. So, but I know my
You're there to
audience-
throat punch people.
I won't throw punch anybody. But by the way, Nasties, on Twitter, your memes were hilarious. These guys roasted me so nicely.
Okay.
It was funny. And then Tommy said that people are asking him at
At BP last
Yeah.
night, a lot of people were like, what was Jasmine talking about? I'm like, I don't know.
I was flustered.
I get it a little bit more. I do get it a little bit more. But I still just like, maybe that guy, because this goes back to the guy going to Super Bowl. Maybe he learned some takes.
Yeah.
Maybe he did, and he just is throwing them out there. And I just don't know how you would know the difference of whether that person doesn't know what the hell they're talking about is make like, they just have a bad take.
That's right.
And if they have a bad take, you're going to like threaten to punch them or just, you're going to go to the bathroom.
Oh, by the way, I
What do
did
you
have.
mean? You said that yesterday. You go to
Yes.
the bathroom.
Everybody forgot about that.
No one forgets
No.
about anything.
There were
Great.
memes about that too.
I know there was.
I think Jordan Lee put up a meme. I'm going to the
Jordan
bathroom.
Lee is fire, man. That guy
Always has
hilarious.
something after a hangout.
Pretty clever.
And it's so good.
It's usually about you too.
Yeah.
Occasionally it's about me. It's occasionally.
Occasionally.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Well, I'll be very friendly, and I'm sure you guys want me to have some drinks. If you don't, then I won't use the
I like how
ladies'
you've
room.
just like gone so soft with your voice.
Yes.
You
There,
have,
just
guys
trying
have
to be
no
like,
idea. Oh.
oh, we're gonna have a good time at Century.
I really just
Don't
I
want to
put
get all
myself-
worked up.
Yeah, exactly.
What is happening?
Exactly. And I put myself in that situation. And Belzy, man, he can push my buttons. Like
That means
I gotta work on
he
it.
likes you.
Okay, good.
If you are coming to Century, they like the sports park does get closed at a certain point, so they could set up for Super Bowl. Renee did say some are like hoping to open things up about 3:30. So if you have a table reserved or any sort of reservation for Century Casino this Sunday to join us for the Super Bowl party, 3:30 to 4:30 ish. Kickoff's about 4:30. You don't want to be there right at 4:30.
No.
3:30 to 4-ish is probably when you should get there, I would say. But come on down to Century if you have that reserved. If you don't, you can still come down to Century. Eric was there. You can go into the games room. There's still a restaurant there and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe somebody doesn't show up, and you could quickly snag their table if they don't show up by a certain point.
Sounds like it's...
but things are fully booked up.
Yeah, booked up.
Yeah, but if it's somebody doesn't show up, they could come
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah.
grab that other table.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
So it'll be a fun time. And let's not break a TV this year.
Mm-hmm.
There is video evidence of said infraction. I watched it last night, and the culprit may not be who you think it is.
It's getting shut down this year, straight up. We're not doing any pyramids of beer
Yeah.
cans. I will shut that down myself this year. I will be the bad guy. I will go. If I see like 2 layers, I'm coming to knock it
I
down.
love it.
I'll be the one you have to look out for, not Jasmine.
With the throat punch? Lovely.
I'll be the one that'll just like
I
knock those
condone
cans
this.
and I will take away the cans.
And don't get Maddie if I'm going to the bathroom. Don't do that.
No, but I'm still intrigued that if you're in a conversation, you're like, I gotta go to the bathroom mid-conversation. Then I want to know still. I still want to know because I want to dissect that conversation. There's a difference between you ending mid-conversation, I go to the bathroom, and just having normal time and then you going to the bathroom.
It's a hack. If you're at like a family party and somebody starts like some heated political discussion that you clearly do not agree with, You have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, those discussions never
Yeah, but
end.
by the time you come back, they're still having the conversation.
Yeah, but then you just go talk to someone else. What?
Nothing.
Yeah, you go. Or
My
you go,
family's too
make
small that you couldn't do that. I come back and it's the same room.
Okay, but then you reset and you can be like, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Why didn't you do that before the bathroom?
Because you don't want to be rude.
So after you go to the bathroom, you could be rude.
Yeah, because now you reset. They reset too from your presence and your energy.
Did they though? I don't. I'm just teasing you.
Or they engaged someone else and that poor person got stuck.
Duck dead. Wow, Maddie. Buzzkill Iwanyk. Yeah, when it comes to towers of
Safety?
6 o'clocker this year, 100%. I will kill that buzz in a heartbeat.
Well,
we don't need to break another TV this year.
I think like $1,000 TV was
$2,000.
$2,000 TV.
It was just under 2,000 bucks.
80-inch?
Well, it's custom ordered.
Oof. Yeah.
They're not just TV. You can't just go to Best Buy and pick up a TV. They have to be custom ordered. So we are going to make sure that we don't break a TV this year.
In that case, touche.
In this economy?
Not happening. Yeah.
This
With the way prices went up over the last year,
Legit.
that $1,700 TV might be now full 2,000.
Exactly.
Not in this economy.
Less
Unless
than
you
30
want,
days.
we're going to pass a hat around. Everyone's going to pay for it.
You
Once
into
someone
crypto,
goes to the
bro?
bathroom, it allows a convo reset and usually go talk to a new person, says Big Uke.
See? He gets it.
But if I had a family, I don't know, maybe my families are different. Like we're all sitting at a table and you walk away and you come back and it's the same conversation.
But you could then.
How long are you in the bathroom for?
But then, like, it's a new energy. Like, your presence is new because you had a reset. So you can sit down and be like, guys, is it okay if we change the topic? And they probably will. Not unless it's talking about the Lakers, though.
Guys, is it okay if we change the topic?
No, first you have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, right. Sorry.
You're not allowed to do that right now.
This
You have to go to the
conversation.
bathroom. So throughout the whole hangout, because we go through a lot of conversation, somebody first has to go to the bathroom and then
Right.
come back, then we could change the conversation.
Yeah.
Let's
that's
pretend.
Right.
Let's
Or leave
But you
the
can't do it
room, grab a
beforehand.
drink, come back, something like that.
We can't do it
Reset.
beforehand.
It's just because, like, for example, Tommy just right now is like, guys, can we change the conversation? You and me both are like, huh? So you can't do that. You gotta reset. Reset.
So we got to keep talking about this until somebody leaves.
No,
and
but
comes
good
back.
point. Good point.
You guys want to talk some Oilers?
Sure.
Yes.
Overtime winners
Sure.
like winning. That's all they do. No, don't go there, guys. VR, I'll just stack the buckets that the 6 o'clockers coming. Big Uke, Maddie said nothing about the buckets. That's big brained VR.
You sillies.
Don't get me going on Sunday. You don't have to worry about Jasmine. You'll have to worry about me. Overtime team. This team likes to go to overtime.
Yeah.
Certainly do.
Like, once again, they slowed down a little bit. Their energy kind of dropped, and then Chicago capitalized, tied the game. It was exciting. Obviously, all of us were like, please don't let this game go to overtime because it's late. But then they finished
Imagine
it
if
up.
they're in Chicago.
Yeah, they're an hour ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I was thinking about you because I was like, this guy has to do the show after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was post game.
Not bad. Not bad. I got out of there. Well, shout out to Tony and Curtis and the entire crew at Westgate BP, 170th, 90th Ave. Shout out to all the nasties who came out. It was Jason the Acadian's birthday yesterday.
Happy belated birthday, bro.
Birthday,
We
Jason.
sang
Yeah.
happy birthday to him
Aw.
in the first
I like the
intermission.
bra you just throw out there.
Yeah.
I do like that.
Post game was good. It was, good vibe. No really bad jokes. Getting Hernan laughing. I think people were tired too, because it was, even for here, it was pretty late. I don't think I got out of there till like 10 to 1 after breaking all the stuff
Wednesday,
down.
too. Yeah.
Wednesday, it was cold, all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, but happiness for Jeff Skinner.
Yeah.
Right, that's a good thing.
Yes.
A couple points for Skinner last night, playing in the top 6. That's arrow up. Victor Arvidsson scoring, that's arrow up. Calvin Pickard playing pretty damn solid. That's great. He's probably become the best backup in the league right now. What is he? 10-1 in his last 11 starts.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, and 14-4 now overall. So that's a great thing. And then maybe the method was slop. Actually, the method that they got these wins has been sloppy. Maddie, you alluded to they like to win in overtime. All they do is win. That's the key. They've won. They go in. They take care of business in a non-efficient way, dealing with illness, and you could tell they just didn't have any juice in the third period. And
It's back-to-back games
yeah,
still.
exactly. And today they're home. They slept. They're
Off day today.
And then tomorrow they can regroup for Colorado. I really don't know what to expect from the Avalanche tomorrow, to be honest with you, because it has been a tumultuous 2 weeks for the Colorado Avalanche. And when someone who's a huge part of their core is just ripped out and sent off somewhere else, you bring in somebody else that's supposed to be a big piece in Marty Natchez. That's going to take some time to adapt, and I'm sure the Avs have started to, but it's a great opportunity tomorrow night for the Oilers to go into the break with a 3-game heater.
And again, the Avs coming in at the back end of a back-to-back.
Great
They're
point.
in Calgary tonight.
That's
so since the trade, they lose to the Bruins the night of the trade, or was it the next day? It was the Friday.
The
night.
next
So
day,
the next day,
yeah.
They lose to the Bruins. They beat the Avs. They lose, or the Rangers. They lose to the Islanders. They beat the Blues. They beat the Flyers. They lose to the Canucks. So it's like there's no streaks going either way or something. So tonight it's the Flames. Then they're up here against the Oilers tomorrow. Until then, it's the Four Nations break, which is I will say for the Oilers, feeling good no matter what. They should go into the Four Nations.
Yep.
Sitting in a nice spot. Getting that win, though, would just be really good.
They will be number 1 in the Pacific no matter what happens.
Yes. They got the 4-point cushion.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's the good news. But let's win. Let's keep the, keep the
Good
momentum.
juju?
Yeah, the juju. Let's keep up there. Let's keep the points. Let's be those leaders.
Man, the Jets are sitting with a nice lead again at the top of the Western
They're
Conference.
crushing
though.
it.
Yeah, Jets are the talk of the town.
7 straight into in their last 10.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, Oilers Avs first round.
Somebody texted in last night.
That would be the thing if the playoffs started.
Yeah.
Oilers Avs.
Speaking of that, and that reminds me, somebody texted in on the post-game show last night to the effect of, is there any concern that even if the Oilers finish first in the division, they're going to face like the Avs or the Stars or the Kings and
hopefully the you-know-what.
Or the Flames,
The Canucks
right?
is
Or
what
the
I was gonna
Canucks,
say.
yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I want that rivalry
of course you
back.
would say hopefully.
I want that rivalry
Forget
back.
the Flames,
All
right?
those trolls.
When there's a
those trolls that come
rivalry, you
back.
should
Yeah.
want the rival to miss the playoffs. Screw the Canucks. Miss the damn playoffs.
But that's why she's a
I
Canucks
just want
fan.
them to lose so bad again and get their hopes up. It'd be nice.
Yeah, so have them miss the playoffs, and you don't have to worry about them like they're crushed. They missed the playoffs.
That's not fun. We want to play
What
with
if
our
you get
food.
the Oilers and Flames instead? That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
You're not
a couple
helping
years
your
ago.
cause of not being a Canucks fan. I'm telling you that
No,
right now.
hold on. Obviously, Battle of Alberta would be fine.
It was awesome.
But the Canucks fans are way more toxic.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So you should want them to miss the playoffs because then, you couldn't even make the playoffs.
Yes, this is true.
Good point.
This is true, but then,
And then you can't go to Vancouver and watch the Oilers play in Vancouver against your two favorite teams.
You can go down to Calgary instead. Bring your cowboy boots.
Yeah.
But back
I
to what
know.
you're saying about
Calgary's so
the worry about.
Of facing a tough opponent in the first round, and that was a valid question. I thought it was a great point, but I think a few weeks ago, Hernan and I were going over like the teams in the West. There really isn't an easy out in the first round. I don't think.
Flames.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the Flames would be. I think they're playing with
Okay.
house money, even just to this point in the season. They get to the playoffs.
Then the Jets get them,
I think
right?
they would be, but right now it'd be Jets getting them. That's the team I think
Yeah.
you'd want to face in the first round.
Sure.
They're not we're not expecting the Flames to go on a run. But I think with the rest of the team and the teams in the West, you can make an argument that they can go represent the West in the Stanley
Absolutely.
Cup final.
And there was, I call it concern, I guess, or it's just that it was a good question. Again, I'll reiterate that. But I think my response yesterday is the same as what I would say today is doesn't really seem like there's any easy opponents in the Western Conference. You make the point about the Flames.
That'd be the only one that I'd
Yeah.
make the argument about.
And maybe they become buyers. They don't sound like they're going to trade Rasmus Anderson. Dustin Wolf has emerged. They become this scrappy, we work hard team that surprises you. You got to earn everything against us. And that could be tough to play against in the playoffs. And so I just think it's not so much worry about your opponent, worry about yourself. It is an old cliche, but it works generally for championship caliber teams.
I will be worried about the Kings. I think the Oilers, if it was any other year, I'd say the Oilers are going to dominate the Kings. But it's just the probability of beating the same team 4 years in a row. I get my concern. That's the only reason. There's no other reason for me to be concerned about the Oilers and the Kings. The Oilers own the Kings. But there's just that little concern. That's all I have.
Mm.
But let Vegas and Kings play it. Let them battle it out.
And that would be good. That would be a good series.
Yeah.
Them too.
Yeah.
The Oilers Avs. Let's get the conference final rematch from a few years ago.
Who said that there would be a snag for the Golden Knights?
You?
Nailed it. 2 wins in their last 10. I'm going to give myself the old Barry Horowitz.
But then what are they going to do at the deadline? They're going to do something at the deadline.
Yeah.
After the Four Nations, Pietrangelo won't be healthy. He'll be on LTIR for the rest of the season, so they can go make some sort of trade. They'll make some big trade.
They're going to go get Brad Marchand.
I don't know what to make of those
Yeah,
rumors.
throwing crap
do you
out.
think he'll leave Boston?
I don't see why the Oilers would make that move.
Wasn't that a low tide article? Didn't we suss
It was
this
low
out?
tide, and I think Friedman, though. One of the things I said, Friedman also said something about this. And I don't know. I haven't seen anything else about Friedman looking at this.
I just see people like go off of what low tide said.
That'd be... The Bruins are right there. Like, they're sitting out of the playoffs right now.
He's their captain.
But I don't think... Are they going to be selling?
Are they trying to make the playoffs?
I would think so.
Yeah. And they're not in a rebuild mode. They just signed their goalie for what? Was it 8 years? Like they're trying to just quickly retool on the fly. It hasn't been working, obviously. The Lindholm pickup wasn't great. Zadorov, whatever.
Legit.
Yeah, it's so like they're in the mix. I'm not counting them out.
They have the same amount of points as Tampa for the last wild card
Yeah.
spot. Tampa does have 4 games in hand on the Bruins.
And Tampa
That's a
will likely take
significant amount.
advantage.
But they're also 2 backs of the Sens, and the Sens have 2 games in hand. So like they're right there. They need a little bit of a 3 and 4, 4 and 5 heater type thing.
Yeah.
And they're sitting in a playoff spot again.
Yeah.
But I don't see how they would be selling.
Same. Like he's
look at how
Brad Marchand's Mr. Bruin.
Yeah.
Battle of Ontario right now. That would be fun.
That would be great.
Detroit's doing really well.
They are. Yep. With Todd McClellan. What were they? 12-4-1 after they beat Edmonton here on Thursday.
They've won 7 straight.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're
right.
they're on a
They're sitting in the
wagon.
top wild card spot team.
Check out their Stadium Series jerseys. They're really
Oh,
nice.
You like those?
Yeah. Did you see them?
I did.
The
And I was
ones?
looking at them again yesterday. I know Columbus is going to have an Ohio State kind of feel to it. I think the game has been being played at Ohio State, that Stadium Series.
Oh,
Did you see the helmets?
I like those.
No, I
They
only
have-
saw the jersey with the has a cannon on it, I think.
That's Columbus.
Oh,
But like Detroit has like a Red Wing on the helmet, like a huge
no,
decal.
I didn't see that.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
a football helmet.
Yeah. And then I think Columbus has a stripe down the middle, if I recall that correctly.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Matt, are
okay.
you looking at them?
Well, yeah.
Do you got those,
Detroit?
Brendan?
He's gonna work on trying
Brendan's
to grab
going to
them.
pop them up for those on YouTube.
Detroit's has the stripe.
That's
with
right.
it. So
Okay.
you can
That's-
see the Red Wing on the side and the stripe down the middle.
That's gorgeous.
And then on the side, it has the Red Wing logo.
Yeah.
Now-
That's so nice.
A little thing about the NHL and like the big decals on the helmets.
There it is.
They had every team try it on their helmet a couple of years ago.
Did they?
Yeah, just like, hey, what do you think? Like to go for a new look. So talking to my friends over at OEG, apparently the big Oilers logo on the side of the helmet was a no bueno.
No, you'd have to have
Yeah,
it designed properly. Like you'd have to redesign certain, like
Helmets
NFL
are
helmets.
so fickle.
Yeah.
And they all have different like ridges and stuff,
Yeah,
company
true.
to company.
That's a good point. Never thought of that part of
Yeah.
it. You also like you're designing for the chest in hockey.
Yeah,
Football, you are designing for the helmet
the helmet's
largely.
the spot, right?
Because
Yeah.
they don't do the front logo. I know the CFL had that for a little bit. Like the Eskimos at the time, they did the enlarged double E.
I didn't mind those, to be honest with you. Even Winnipeg had one that looked half decent.
I didn't like. It's your football. Don't be hockey.
Yeah, I understand
That's
that.
the part I just was like, eh. But I guess, but that's where like the design of it is different. Oh, you got it up there,
Yeah,
perfect.
is it up? Is it up?
He's
Oh,
got
yeah,
on
it is.
YouTube.
Okay,
so,
so
like there's the Blue Jackets
The
jersey
blue
in the top
on blue,
left.
the Blue Jackets.
You got the Red Wings jersey top right, Red Wings helmet bottom left, and then a close up of the Blue Jackets crest or something on the bottom right.
Yeah, the Blue Jackets one is.
For those listening on the audio stream, unfortunately, this isn't very helpful to you.
So the Detroit one is like picture it as like a baseball jersey. The way that
Well, it's just to try to cross the. It's in handwriting, cursive.
yeah, but that's how we
pretty-
like baseball jerseys are usually.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess I like the helmet.
Well,
I do
not
like
all
the
of
helmet.
them.
The helmet's
Yeah.
sick.
I think it will work. Like their logo does work
Yeah.
with that helmet.
But I can see what you mean about the helmet with like the CBJ. I don't necessarily love
Yeah.
that.
You got the helmet with the CBJ on it?
Well, Brunson does.
No, is that the helmet? I thought that was the jersey. Okay.
Yeah, the helmet's all right, but the Detroit killed it. If I was a Red Wings fan, definitely I would cop this.
No, that looks like a jersey.
Is it the jersey? Is it the side of the jersey? Oh,
Maybe I'm
could
looking
be.
at this wrong.
No, maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
Because it looks like there's fabric there or something like that.
Yeah,
And there's the
maybe.
number underneath. But maybe we're all
It
looking.
could be right. It could be like the shoulders.
Maybe. You can't even see the close up.
No.
But okay. How many of us are going to actually watch this game though?
That's a great question, and probably not a lot. What did you say Winter Classic, Maddie, was the lowest ever?
The lowest ever was under a mil
Yeah.
in the States. When is this game? This game will take place. Oh, there's two no, that's 2026. March 1st. You've got Red Wings, Blue Jackets. Cool. Next year on February 1st, we're in Florida for Boston Lightning. Isn't there a Bruins Lightning? Oh, the Panthers the Winter Classic, man? I thought they announced something.
Something like that, yeah.
Too many. Way too many.
I'm trying to find this
It's a ridiculous amount.
Yeah, it is.
Instagram.
Unacceptable. Like just
The helmet?
hockey's ruined it a little bit.
I'll go to the Red Wings.
Deskra, the Detroit helmet is clean. That's a good way of putting
Yeah,
it.
that is.
It's clean. The jersey's clean.
Jersey's clean. The helmet's sick. Very nice.
Detroit always has a good look. They're one of those teams that you just
They're
look at
very
and be like,
stylish. And like then I think about like Tupac rocking that Detroit jersey back in the day. You remember that
Did he?
famous graphic, you guys?
Nope.
It's on T-shirts. People like wear it.
Tupac Red
Red
Wings.
Wings.
That is probably the nicest Red
Oh,
Wings
yeah.
like
Isn't that
alternate
sick?
uniform.
You could pull
Yeah,
that up too, Brenton, my man. I call him Brenton because of Jalen, and I think it's a nice name.
I can't tell if he likes it or not. 'cause
I can't tell either.
He doesn't react.
Yeah, but then everybody calls him Brendan.
Because he's working. That's why he doesn't react. He's focused. He's here to
focused,
get things
yeah.
on the
No, he
screen.
laughs at
There
stuff
it
that's
is,
funny.
my man. You got it.
Well, he doesn't have it on yet.
Oh, well, he found it.
Yeah.
Give a
But
second.
well, you're the one. He's got it.
He's trying to get the CBJ helmet.
Yeah.
Trying to do this.
doing a little, keeping the YouTube a little fresh.
Yeah,
Audio stream.
yeah.
Sorry,
I'm
well,
just
there's
really
nothing we can
excited
do
about
for
this
that one.
graphic stuff. So I
Yeah,
like
you
the
are.
visuals. Yeah, I know.
Well, it's anyone that's watching on
Messaging
YouTube, they
Maddie
just
about-
see us the entire time for 2 hours. And it'd
Right.
be nice to have just a little bit. For the YouTube people, we have the ability to change it up a little bit. Audio stream, there's only so much we can do. We got to
was
try to
so
describe
nice.
a little better.
fact
This
that
one,
it's
how do I
white.
describe it? Tupac's wearing a Red Wings jersey. That's how I would describe this.
They probably know what I'm talking about, though.
I had no
I hope-
idea that Tupac wore a Red Wings jersey.
I've never seen this.
This is
picture
a
before.
very, it's
Yeah.
an epic picture, though, that people actually had T-shirts made with him wearing that.
It's like
So what
Kobe
happened
wearing.
to Tupac?
It's
The
like Kobe
Gretzky
wearing the
jersey.
Gretzky, exactly.
What did happen to Tupac?
Well, he got shot and
Do
killed.
we, well, who? By who, though?
Unless you
Do
think
we
he's
know?
alive.
He's not.
Well, there's
alive.
that.
He's not alive.
Are you sure?
You
100%.
actually believe in this controversy, or
Conspiracy?
Conspiracy,
I actually don't know
yeah.
the full conspiracy of him.
then apparently some guy recently got arrested like last year.
Yeah, because he wrote a
admitted-
book and admitted it.
which has to be cannot be true.
He did. He lives in Vegas. They
Yes.
busted this guy because he's a dumbass, and he's like, I was in the car. And then they were like, we're investigating you. 2 weeks later, you're arrested and charged with the murder of Tupac Shakur.
I do believe Diddy was behind it, though. I'm one of those people with the whole Biggie thing. You know?
It's OJ was going to write the book, and they
if
had
I did it,
if I did it, this is how we would have done it. And I was like,
Exactly
what?
like
And then
it
that
was
got
done.
ended, but it was like, so basically, this is your confession without trying to be a confession. I don't know if anyone's ever actually got a copy of that book.
There's a memorial at the intersection of where Tupac got shot in Vegas, because it's
Yes,
like a
there is.
block off of the strip, I think, or 2 blocks off the strip. And yeah, it's not like a true, like they built a statue or anything like that. It's just like a light post that people have signed. They put flowers and
Yeah.
stuff still to this day. And it's kind of crazy,
they
man.
should do like a statue or something there. It is kind of crazy.
So yeah, in September of 23, the Vegas police arrested suspect Dwayne Keefe D. Davis.
Yeah.
They had 2 months previously served a search warrant at his wife's home in a Vegas suburb of Henderson. Davis pled not guilty in November of 2023. So
Does it have anything on the book he wrote?
nope.
I wonder.
Oh, I could
though.
click him and see
Yeah.
what this is. If there's
I
more
wonder if there
here.
was something more to that. Like he just got paid to say it.
Well, obviously,
Oh, and then there's a
bunch of
whole
Yeah,
thing,
there's-
possible links to
what's the
Sean
link?
Combs.
Yeah,
Jeez.
see? Because Diddy was Biggie's boy. Now they're saying he also betrayed Biggie at some point too.
Doesn't say anything about a book in
Seems
the
believable.
Wikipedia. But
There was a book. I remember reading this or watching the news story. I'm like, oh my God, what a moron. Why would you write about shooting Tupac? Or
because he was
being
just
a part of it.
If I did it.
If
Maybe
I
it was
did
just an
it.
if I did it. Toronto Raptors are trading Davion Mitchell to the Miami Heat for PJ Tucker, a second-round pick, and cash, according to ESPN. It is NBA trade deadline day today.
Yes, it is.
So they bring in Ingram yesterday. They're bringing in PJ Tucker now.
Ingram's contract, I believe, is just to the end of the year, the season.
That's a good question.
It is.
Sorry. My
Yeah.
bad.
Charged with to read the most incriminating passages from his book. That's the headline. That tells you all you need to know.
Yes. Sorry, Jasmine.
No,
Sorry,
it's okay.
NBA trade deadline. But yeah,
No,
the New
no.
York Post on September 29th, 2023. This headline: Dwayne Keefe D. Davis charged with Tupac murder. Read the most incriminating passages from his book.
That's incriminating.
Idiot.
There's some other stuff in there, but these are the worst of them all.
Moron.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
No,
NBA.
this is
Before we get-
good.
okay,
I love talking about that. That was
I want to
cool.
come back. I want to get to the NBA here, but I'm
Yeah.
pissed off at the 13-year-olds right now.
Why?
Here's a headline. My phone just shut off. A 13-year-old golfer just shot 3 over 75 in the first round of a Qatar Masters.
Oh,
Screw you.
they're so good, man. Those kids now they get great coaching.
Yeah.
There's club head speed is so fast at a young age. The proper technique, like they're dialed in. Like some of those kids on the golf course, it's just I'm envious of them because I'm a hacker and I can barely break 80. It took me 25 years. And then these kids are 13. They're like, "What'd you shoot today?" 75. 3 jacked 1 hole.
It
Should
was-
have had it in 2.
They must have like tiger parents, you know.
There are
Yeah.
those types, obviously. We talk about hockey parents and dancing parents, apparently, but there's golf parents. But that's not in a team environment, right? You're really seething
by
about the
yourself.
3 over. Yeah, you're playing against yourself. It's a mental grind, and I'm very envious of the young golfers that can play that way and master a golf course, know what they're gonna hit, execute properly. Like it is incredible, really. It honestly is, and maybe one day I'll shoot a 75, but probably not.
Just move up a tees. Maybe one day.
Oh, don't say that.
Move up tees.
Stay at
So
the
NBA
Blues.
trade deadline.
Yes.
That's going to be today.
So okay,
So
so
why is anyone even bothering? Lakers won the title. The Lakers have won
They're making
trade
it
deadline at
interesting,
least.
let's be
They have
honest.
one trade deadline.
yeah. I think Luka's first game is going to be against the Pacers on Saturday.
It's supposed to be
FYI.
Saturday.
Yeah.
And ESPN was supposed to
Yeah.
air a game on Friday. They chose not to because instead they're going to air the Lakers game on Saturday.
That's why they kept saying ESPN. And like they're
They're
Trying
now
to
making a
pump it
big
now.
thing.
Yeah.
It's must-see television Lakers again.
and Pacers they're not a bad team either.
They're a top
Yeah.
5 team in the
Yeah.
East right now.
They're fun to watch. FYI. By the way, about that whole actually, why would I even put myself in the situation? We can talk about it later.
No, you
I
got
was
to
gonna
finish.
say people that
you
don't
say?
like association. Sometimes I throw it out there to be like, this is a good team to watch. Like, maybe I'll get you more into it rather than some 2 boring games or 2 boring teams in a boring game.
Just watch the Lakers.
Well, the thing with the Lakers are
You got
they can't-
LeBron. What
they're
else do you need?
unpredictable.
Now they got Luka.
Sometimes not sometimes, a lot of the times I feel like the line is off. Vegas is wrong, and Lakers will end up winning the game when they were not favored. Obviously,
They're
now,
going to be favored a lot more now moving forward.
oh, brother, I literally walked in the door today, and again, Maddie's just glowing and just starts.
Oh, we got
talking
our
about
big
the Lakers.
They got the big man that
Yeah, I
they
was going to
needed.
ask you about that. So they actually asked Luka what he wants at the deadline?
Well, they were looking at, they needed a big man. They knew that.
Yeah.
And they talked with Luka, and one of the things he wanted out of a big man was a guy who can lob it well.
Who'd they get?
So Mark Williams,
Okay, do we like this?
apparently,
We're very
He's
happy.
young,
I'm happy,
right?
23,
Yeah.
younger than Dalton
Yeah.
Knecht.
And he's really tall, 7
feet,
foot, yeah,
from
7.
Duke.
Mhm.
Has a little bit of an injury, some injury concerns a little bit. By all accounts, like this guy can lob it. It's what Luka wants.
Mhm.
He does well like with this type of center. So we will now see. And the Lakers have an open roster spot for when the buyouts happen. Generally at NBA trade deadline, these things happen and then some players get bought out. And then
Oh.
those players jump on other teams, and Lakers have a roster spot now where they can go jump and grab a buyout player.
Kind of like what Dusty wants with Schroeder.
He wants Schroeder. He's
Yeah.
hoping Schroeder gets bought out by the Jazz because
Yeah.
he was part of that whole 5-team
Yeah,
trade yesterday for Butler.
That was so confusing.
and
yeah.
if he gets bought out, he's wanting. Schroeder's been with the Lakers twice. And
Yeah.
he's been great with the Lakers both times. I was sad to see him go both times, but he went for his bag.
Fun fact about Schroeder. Leon Draisaitl is a fan of Schroeder.
He's German.
Yeah, he's German. That's his boy.
9.
Yeah.
He's a German player.
Yeah.
So, I guess come back. Sure. Just whoever Rob Pelinka thinks is best. I will trust Rob right now.
You're in a very good place right now with this team.
I feel good. I feel good.
Content. Yeah.
I'm sad still 80's gone. But overall, the Lakers, they're sitting in a nice spot this year. And now, bring in Luka. Long term, they're in a good spot. Short term, wanted a big man. They got a big man. So let's see how this goes.
Are Lakers fans even sad that 80's gone?
Yes.
They are actually? Okay.
He was loved by Lakers fans. 80's very he
The
came.
likable person.
He chose to join LeBron. Not everyone wants to join LeBron. He wanted to. Won the title. Lakers fans, straight up, and I say we on this one because it's across the board with Lakers. We're sad that 80 is no longer a Laker. Happy that Luka's with us now. That trade, yeah, absolutely. Every day we will make that trade, but still sad that 80 is gone.
Are you part of the starting 5 tonight?
I was talking to we as fans.
I know, I'm just teasing you.
We can't on that one. That one I said,
just give me that
I wasn't talking about the team there. I wasn't saying we are going to the court tonight. I was saying us Laker fans. We as fans, which I have every right to say. Been a Laker fan for over 20 years. Right. Is that true?
Since you were 13?
Yeah, longer.
14?
Yeah, it is.
Speaking of starting 5.
2000, 2001, 2002 is when 2000 is when I got into it.
Kobe.
So, yeah. Kobe, Shaq, Phil era. D-Fish.
Rick Fox?
Fox would have been there for part of that.
Yeah.
That was the team that got me into basketball.
Not bad.
And this is why I resisted against the Lakers, because my whole family are Lakers fans.
What team do you
Good
cheer
for
for?
them.
Are you Raptors?
She's OKC.
I'm OKC.
She likes to jump
Thunder
on
up.
bandwagons. So
I'm not
she
a
jumped on
bandwagon.
them. So they got good this year, so she jumped on OKC.
My
That
dog,
makes sense.
I got my dog from Oklahoma City.
What's your dog's name?
Kobe, he passed away.
Oh.
Remember I kept talking about him? He passed away last year. But my brother was the one who picked Kobe's name because my brother's a massive Lakers fan.
That's
I
actually
like
a
your
good
brother
name
even more
Yeah.
now.
for a dog.
I like your brother.
Yeah,
dude.
you guys would get along.
He picks the right teams.
I'm OKC fan because I got Kobe from there.
Thunder
And
up.
Westbrook was playing for OKC at that time.
Was
and
it just him?
Adams and
Was it just him or was Harden or Durant there at the dollar?
Durant was there.
He was still there too. Because it's incredible thinking of the Thunder and going, they had
And then how they
at
broke
one
that up.
point Westbrook, Durant, and Harden.
Yeah.
And wow, they're all gone. But now they're back to being great after
That's the thing. It's
we could look at the
crazy.
Luka trade and go, that might be the biggest trade. But also if you kind of look at the SGA trade, that may be one of the worst trades in NBA history.
Where did they get him from?
It was Clippers,
Really?
Paul George.
Oh,
The
damn.
Clippers got Paul George. This OKC got a bunch of picks and SGA. And it was it's a ridiculous trade. And SGA might be the MVP this year.
SGA had 50 points last night.
Did he?
Yeah.
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 Stephen Tom
They have
knows that's
9
how
losses.
crazy that is.
They're 40-9.
When that lockout was happening and I had to move down there to cover the Barons, we went to a couple of games or a game, and they absolutely mopped up the Raptors. And it was Durant, it was Harden, it was Westbrook. Did they have Ibaka at one point?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was
They had
part of
Ibaka,
it.
they had Adams.
They
were a great team.
It was a slaughter that night. And the owner of the Barons, Bob Funk Jr., great guy, was like, "Oh, yeah, he'd take my sweet tickets. You guys like the Raptors, right? You're Canadian." We're like, sure.
Wow.
It was awesome. Great vibe. That team was incredible. And then Harden, one day, we were out after a Barons game, I think, just downtown OKC having a beverage. And he rolled in with his crew. He rolls deep. He had like 15 people around him. The sickest party cardigan I've ever seen. And just
Sick.
like ice around his neck.
Hell yeah.
And we were at a place called Tapworks. It was a pub.
He rolls into Tapworks.
Yeah, I think he was just bouncing in and checking out the vibe in all kinds of
That's
places. Yeah.
I forgot
beard.
I forgot he was with the Clippers.
Yeah.
I was watching Lakers Clippers and he got the ball. I was like, oh yeah, Harden's plays for the Clippers.
Legit. I think.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. In fact, I think Dusty brought it up today on his show about him being like the most, I guess, boringest player. I forgot Nasty's what the topic was.
I know. I heard
Yeah.
it too.
Something. But when you're telling me stuff like that, it's funny. How did he look in person? Like, did he
He's a
look cute?
giant human being.
Yeah. 'Cause he looks kind of like lanky.
Yeah, I guess so. Like lanky is a good way to describe it, but just a massive human being. Because I was like sipping on my beer and I'm like, why does that guy have like 10 people around? I'm like, oh, that's Harden.
That's fucking
And he
crazy.
just like strolls by, no big deal, looking up the whole time, sunglasses on in a dark pub. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's pretty neat.
That is cool.
Belsey might have more stories about crossing paths with those guys because there was a bit of a relationship between the Barons and the Thunder. The Barons played across the street at the old arena, and there was a lot of people in the sporting community. Obviously, all knew each other.
And
so
the thing with like OKC is like, think about the city. Like we always say, in Edmonton's nothing to do here, which is not true. But like we have a loyal fan base. We really do love this team, and I'm really happy for those OKC fans because they love their college football.
Yeah,
but they also love their Thunder. So.
Yeah,
but I also like to cheer against them because they love Seattle, and I hate teams that leave.
How is that Oklahoma City's fault?
I know it's
the ownership. I don't want the owners to win. I will always. I didn't
Was
want
it
the
the same
Nationals
owner
to
that
win.
had the Sonics, or did he sold?
Well, they would have sold and then
He
they got
sold,
moved.
right?
I don't like Nolan Ryan. I'll never forgive Nolan Ryan for taking the Trappers away from
Wow,
Edmonton.
the Trappers were.
I never will cheer for the Nationals ever. I was very disappointed when they won the World Series.
I'm over the Expos.
I'm not.
It's been 20 years.
They come back. I won't.
They
be
will
over
not
it.
come back.
And
Unfortunately,
so I think they will come back.
oh, Matthew, you are usually the one who uses logic and reason and can see through BS.
Okay, the logic and reason is the NHL is going to go to 36 teams one day. You don't think baseball and the NBA aren't looking at that going, look how much money we can make, so they're going to expand another 4 to 6 teams?
But
So
maybe
where are
they will.
going?
True.
What are
Not
the markets?
Montreal.
Montreal will
Nashville.
be one. Okay, well, we got 4 teams to fill. Nashville, Mexico City, where else?
Kansas City. Oh no, they're already in Kansas City. Nashville wants a team.
Mexico City.
Sure, Mexico City, somewhere in the Dominican.
They won't go that far.
They're not going to Montreal. They're using Montreal as a red herring, and I feel so bad for Canadian baseball fans.
In my lifetime, the Montreal will have a baseball
They'll go
team
back
again.
to Oakland.
I would think there's a better chance of going to Montreal than Oakland ever again.
I think you're enamored with the idea
No,
of
it's
the Expos.
the only way I don't see them going to Montreal is because they went to Vancouver. There will be a
They're
second
not
team
going
in
to
Canada.
Vancouver.
There'll be a second. When Rob Manfred talks about expansion or other teams, he's thrown out Vancouver. They would want to come to
You
Canada.
don't think
again.
it's strategy by the MLB to get Canadian baseball fans excited and threaten other cities by saying we're going to go back to Canada and then F that, say like some of these cities, we're getting a team.
No, because
I guarantee it.
Because what do you do? How does that benefit you to get Canadian fans excited if the teams never come?
Because it conjures up talk. It's like saying the Oilers are in on somebody.
Right, but it doesn't mean they're going to start watching.
What do you mean?
Well, you say like, well, if you're going to get Canadian fans excited, but you don't give them a team, what are they getting them excited for?
Because it makes them talk and then it creates this like tension.
But
for
how does that
whatever you're trying to-
benefit getting Canadian fans? Like, what are you gaining as baseball to get Canadian fans talking about the idea of them coming here?
You're not benefiting, you're just using them.
Well, you said
as a
benefiting.
tool.
That's where I was going. Like, there is then no benefit to just use Canadians. And why would, like, they would rather, if you're baseball, why would you do it with Canada when you could use Nashville, Mexico City for that?
They do use Nashville and Mexico City.
Right. You're not using all these teams or cities. You're eventually going to go to some of these places.
I don't think Montreal's getting the team. And it sucks. I'd like to see them come back.
If stadium's built, they'll go.
I don't think they're going to build a stadium.
Fully believe that. And that's going to be the biggest thing. Because to me, it's the chicken and egg. It's Montreal has said, we'll build a stadium if you give us a team. And baseball says, we'll give you a team if you build a stadium. That's the chicken and egg.
Sounds like a standoff.
But we're watching hockey expand. You'll see baseball and basketball expand. And they'll go places. And there's only so many U.S. markets that are that big.
Interesting.
So,
Jasmine?
yeah, she's just looking at her phone.
I was just reading a bunch of stuff about NBA.
Anything new?
And I also agree with Tommy on this topic. Just because we can't catch a break in
Solidarity.
Canada. So we were talking about starting 5. I was gonna say the thing with the Raptors, they should have tried to tank. Because I think there's like a bunch of good drafts this year, right? But now all of a sudden they have like a good starting 5 lineup. So they would have Brandon Ingram. They'd have
Dookie.
Hmm?
Dookie.
Oh, thanks for that. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
You're a Duke fan? Are you a Duke fan? Oh, are you in C? Okay.
Check some Yankees.
Yeah, I know.
Lakers.
These type of people. They're just different.
I've supported my teams for 20 years. Probably longer as long as you've been alive. I don't waver from my teams.
My family despises Duke, so.
Well, your family got one thing right about basketball. They're wrong on the other.
They hate Duke. That's because
Most
they're
do.
massive UNC peeps. But anyways, yeah, that's why.
Disgusting.
Are you listening, Gurjot?
Who's second in the nation? Duke. We're second in the nation.
Okay. Anyways, the starting
That's
five
right.
for the Raptors fans.
Another basketball team that Matthew plays for.
So you have Brandon Ingram, you got Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, and Jacob Podol. Yeah, first starting five right there. Basically, these guys can make a run for the playoffs for sure.
The play-in bubble
Yeah, the
or
play-in
the
bubble.
tournament or whatever it is.
But the thing is,
What
why
is their
bother?
standings?
Because you're not going to make it all the way. So you should have tanked. But yeah, there's that argument. The tank gives Canada
NBA
something to watch.
standings. Here
And
we
then,
go.
of
So
course-
they are sitting 5.5 back of Chicago for the last play-in tournament spot. They can make that up.
Yeah, you think?
There's a lot of basketball still
Yeah,
to
and
be
they're
played.
not necessarily playing bad. Like I think they had the lead against the Knicks, but the Knicks obviously made a comeback because they're the Knicks. So Jimmy Butler, what about this? Goes to Golden State. He's gonna be playing with Draymond. They move out Wiggins.
Wiggins moves around a lot. I had
He
a lot
does,
more
eh?
promise for his career
Yeah.
as a Canadian.
Yeah.
Really hoping it'd be better. But yeah, he's got an NBA title at least to his name.
Yeah. So, but what do you think about this whole chemistry thing with Draymond and Butler? They both,
It's-
like a butting head sort of mentality.
Do
Is
they
it
want to
toxic?
go win a title?
Yeah, true.
It's going to be like, how much can you separate your egos and stuff? And what does Buckets have left?
This is true. I
Like,
wonder though if he's gonna behave
if this-
himself.
Or is he going to be fired up to be like, I want to go win an NBA title? I've
Yeah.
never got one of
Like,
those.
yeah.
These guys know how to win at the very least.
Yeah,
The
I
West
think
is
they're gonna
stacked
surprise
there
us.
again.
I actually
Like
think
in
Golden
hockey.
State, you should be worried about Golden State. Who's your
We
team?
don't have an aging star. We have Luca.
Yeah, you do. You got $275
Who's your
from
team?
Luca.
Default to the Raptors.
I like that though, because I like the Raptors because they're in Canada, right?
I don't watch.
Whatever. It was great for our country, so
It was a great run.
That was
I
fun.
did enjoy that.
Yeah. I enjoyed
everybody
it.
was a fan.
We
And it
were
was
the
awesome.
North.
Yeah, we are the North.
Even though there's
We're.
two or one team higher, more further north than Toronto in the NBA. I think it was two.
I thought it was Portland.
And Minnesota.
Yeah.
They're higher than further north than Toronto. But we the North. I always wanted to. I wasn't old enough for the Blue Jays run of 92, 93. And I was always like, I wanted the
remember
Jays to have a
those.
nice run to see how Canada got around it. When the Jays got on the run, I got annoyed by it. Like it wasn't. Jays fans pissed me off. They were trying to be like arrogant. It's like, you can't be arrogant. And I'm like, this is to like other like Red Sox fans, Yankee fans. I'm like, you can't be arrogant to us. You guys are Blue Jays. Like, who the hell are you? And so I was just cheering against them after that. But then the Raptors was a very fun run that
That was
everyone
fun.
was on board with. And it was, that to me probably was similar to the 92, 93 that people got to experience with the Jays. That
Yeah.
the whole country got behind it. And there was Jurassic Parks all over this country, which was so
there
cool.
sure was. There sure was. All the bars everywhere across the country were full of people. They really got them engaged in the game.
I like how they called it Jurassic Park. That's a
Yeah,
great
sick.
name.
So sick.
Also, Portland, one of the MLB expansion cities,
Yep.
by the way. Salt Lake City is another one.
They wouldn't go Salt Lake over Montreal.
How do you know, Matthew?
You're talking about money at that point, like the business sponsorships, values. Like Montreal is a much bigger city than Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake's what, 2.5 million, lots of corporate headquarters. It's easy to get to.
Montreal is a world-class city.
I agree.
There's a big difference on those two parts. And baseball does talk about how they're sad that they don't have another team in Canada.
I think that's pandering.
Free agency in Toronto, like getting players. I think they would. No, I think the things you'd have to watch for who would be the owner would be the one big thing. And then the Canadian dollar needs to come up.
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's
the
always going to
thing.
be a
Like,
factor. And the
and it's
NHL has to
not-
worry right now a little bit
yeah.
about the Canadian dollar.
Yeah, Pagnotta talked about that there's a bunch of the
why we
teams
lost the
make
Jets.
investments. Yeah.
In the first time.
Yeah. Canadian dollar was le poo-poo, as Belzy likes to say. And it's le poo-poo right now.
And it's probably gonna get worse.
That's le poo-poo
Yeah.
situation as well.
Portions of this hour of the EST Hangout, they are brought to you by the High Product Marketing, official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Stock, promotional products that bring the buzz. Check them out, highproductmarketing.com. Thank you. I appreciate that. Brendan, give me a on that throw. This is the EST Hangout. Matt, Jasmine, and Tommy with you here. Brendan on the other side of the camera that I guess we're hearing a little bit from today, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know, it's that.
Should there
Let's
be
just
a
make
mic
sure
back
Yeah,
there?
just I would
Just
like
make sure
that
it's
too.
close enough.
Why
I'm
don't we
trying to
have
get
that
to
mic?
know. I'm trying to get to know our boy over here. This is. I asked him if he was
Brendan's fitting in well.
Yeah, Brendan.
And then if
is,
you make a comment, it
Yeah.
picks up a little better.
I'm trying to
It'll pick up a
gauge
little
the
better.
savagery with him. If he's gentle, you know.
His savage factor, from my read right now, is like 5 to 10%.
I
Very docile.
don't know
Yeah.
this guy's. I don't like Mex Bezuzu.
Yeah, Max Bezuzu.
he's dope.
funny.
I love his takes. Yeah,
I think because Butler and Draymond are both aggressive egos, that they somehow cancel each other out.
he's right. He's so right. That's what I mean. Like you need to worry about Golden State because we're talking about Steph Curry here. These guys, maybe they're the ones that fix their puzzle pieces as opposed to the Lakers.
I think Kerr.
I love it when you
will-
read text.
I think Steve Kerr's good at.
Yeah,
He's good at.
genius.
That's the
Yeah.
one thing I believe when you are one of the best coaches in basketball. It's not as much about systems as it's managing personalities. Phil Jackson was able to manage MJ and Pippen and thank you, Rodman.
Rodman,
Those type
yeah,
of, and then he
yeah.
went and he handled for the large part Shaq and Kobe, and then that switched to well, I guess
Yeah.
Pau Gasol doesn't really have an ego or anything. Not much managing of that one, but that's what it takes. And then he had to deal with Durant and Curry and Draymond and Clay and stuff. So
That's so true.
if this comes,
so true.
it'll be because of
I
that.
didn't think of that. Yeah.
Lucas in the inbox, 780-218-9999. Following up yesterday's excellent, you should come over tonight and physically remove food from Fred's mouth text yesterday, which was hilarious when we were talking about pirate streams. Lucas at 9:57 a.m. says, Tom, that was probably your best question all year. Quote, how do you know, Maddie? End quote. More of those questions, please. Huge fan of your work, Tom. Lucas, the feeling is mutual, my friend.
I know things. I am the 4-time junior champion and the greatest junior champion or team franchise in history. I've never missed the playoffs. I've never drafted first overall, unlike the other teams in my league.
Fair enough. Lucas is in that league. And then another text came in regard to like Montreal for MLB expansion. Says, I think Quebec taxes would be a hurdle to, the taxes in
Yeah,
Quebec.
good point.
Guys who played for the Habs always say it's brutal.
Quick, one last thing I'll say about association until any more trades keep coming in. I think the Durant is favored for the Mavericks here, and he did not want to go to Golden State. He made
did
it
not.
clear, which is kind of a burn too, right?
I'm fascinated by that.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you want to go back to them?
Right? Like exactly.
What was
We
the
win
reason that you
championships.
don't want to go back there?
Yeah, exactly. There's something there. Okay, so
Do you say he's to the Mavs?
I'm saying the Mavs.
KD?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm saying the Mavs done what they did with Luka
Luka.
is the reason to get Durant.
Did you see KD get into it with Gary Payton this week?
No, tell me.
Did you see that?
No.
Peyton was like yelling at KD, and he's like, my name's up in the roof. My name's up in the roof. And KD's like, man, when you were my age, you were a bench warmer playing like 5 minutes a game.
I love that.
Katie likes his beefs.
It was
Yeah,
hilarious.
I love the trash talk.
Mr. Burner account on Twitter.
He has good tweets. Okay, let's talk Super Bowl. For starters, did you guys know that Jalen Hurts' background on his phone is him walking away in a tunnel with the Chiefs confetti and them celebrating their win because he used it as motivation? Did you guys
No,
know
I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
I respect that.
I would be like sad all the time.
Is it just the one background? Because now you can do the rotating background. Maybe he's got his puppy in there. Maybe his girlfriend.
Then all of a sudden he gets sad again. No, I'm pretty sure it just it stays as just that. I wonder if you can find it. I should have found it for you. But I thought that was just like good motivation. Like, what would you do, Nasty's? Like, is that something that you think that would motivate you or make you sad? Is that toxic or
I'd
is
be
that
pissed.
motivating?
I'd use it to be pissed off and want to get back there. That's how I would interpret him using it, which I respect. Again,
Is
I
that
think
like putting
that's
like your ex-girlfriend in your background?
cool. No, you just go on her Instagram account and look at her.
And her stories.
No, don't go on her stories because she can see them. Yeah. But then when she looks at your stories, you go, interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't get that part of that. We'll have to explain that part after.
Oh, I thought it was because of the something else.
Interesting. That part.
What?
I have to explain it after.
We do the interesting
If
thing.
you're not, we've been saying
the
that quite a bit.
interest- okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. But no, you're right. Like,
I thought it was because of the whatever we talked about.
Oh, no, no.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Interesting.
No, I'm gonna go on and just keep saying that the rest of the show.
Please.
I like it. I think that's cool. There's Brendan's got the picture if you're
did
watching on
it.
YouTube. If that's his background, like I would be pissed off. I'd be motivated. I would use it to fuel my fire, and it's clearly worked. They're back in the Super Bowl. They get another crack at the Chiefs.
What'd you call them?
The Chiefs.
Chefs.
Remember that? Was that a Snickers commercial?
Don't remember that one at all.
And it's like, hey, boss, that's great, but who are the chefs? And it was the guy painting the Chiefs end zone. It's from years and years ago, and the players are like watching the guy paint the Bruce Simpson of Kansas City, if you will. And he's like working hard, sweating. He's rubbing sweat off his forehead. And then the players are looking at him like, hey, that's great, boss, but who are the chefs? He forgot the I. And it's like, grab a Snickers or whatever. I think it was. It was a funny commercial.
There's been no buzz about this Super Bowl.
No, nothing.
Yeah.
Even the halftime
It's been a
show.
quiet Super Bowl
Yeah, it
week.
has
Yeah.
been. It's weird. This goes to show like the hate watch factor is real.
I hope you're right, because I have a bet with Belzy that the Super Bowl is going to be lower watched than last year.
And I agree with you. I'm with you on that one. And I also think it's gonna be the under. I don't think it's gonna be like a super exciting Super Bowl to watch either. However,
I haven't even thought about that. Whether it's
okay,
like maybe it's the NBA is also just because it's trade deadline week. It's overshadowed.
yeah,
things.
which is kind of nice.
They did a couple years ago with when the Super Bowl was in Arizona. That was when Kevin Durant got traded to the Suns. It was that Super Bowl week, and everyone was talking about the NBA. I don't know. The NBA maybe they're pissed at the NFL for taking Christmas Day. That like we'll take Super Bowl from you or something.
Yeah. Well, even like last year, I remember like waste management was such a big deal, and even this year, I
That's
feel
because
like,
a Canadian was in it.
oh, good point.
That's why we cared.
That's
Because
right.
Nick Taylor was going for the win and he won it.
And well, yeah, that's right. It just feels like so quiet. I don't see any people being stupid videos. They shut down beer sales. My cousin's there right now.
And,
Right.
So yeah,
Waste
what's the
Management?
scoop there?
They-
Well, it's the first round's today, so we won't know.
Yeah.
We won't know until tomorrow or Saturday. Those are the big days at Waste Management. It's Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so the videos are incoming still.
Did I show you that video of the guy, or I had to send it to somebody? The one guy that would not fall, and he was on his phone, and
Keeps
he's
going
like,
backwards. I think it was last year.
yeah.
No? Or-
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
And like there's obviously been way more videos. See, what I don't like is like the running in onto the course, jumping in the ponds and stuff like that. Like that's stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Stay off the course, man.
Having
Just-
animals.
you have your party areas. Golf courses are huge parcels of land. They said they had like, what do they have? Like 120,000 people there on Championship Sunday on the grounds. It was like a huge
Waste Management, this Saturday is the biggest day.
Saturday. And like, don't go on the field to play. Just don't. I hate that. Don't go onto a football
Don't
field.
do
Don't run onto the the grass on a diamond. Don't
Unless
go
you're
on
naked.
the ice. Don't do it naked. That girl at the Grey Cup.
Yeah, that's what I was
Was
thinking
awful.
about because I saw.
Oh my goodness. And then she dropped her phone and
Yeah,
she like
pick
bent
it up.
over. She's wearing like hiking boots.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
Ah.
ah.
Maddie got something to chime in about.
Nah, you go on to play a field, you have every right to be hit.
Yeah, you do.
But if you do, you go sue, and we've seen that in the past.
Hey,
and I
that's
don't
like
like
somebody
that.
breaking into your house, right? Same thing.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm more excited more about the golf than I am Super Bowl this weekend.
I heard the boys on Lock Shop talk about Nick Taylor. I was thinking put a little sprinkle on there, but I'm not too sure. I'll have to listen today to what they have to say about waste management. But
Yesterday was their waste management show.
I know.
But I don't know if
You don't think they'll follow up with anything today?
by the
Maybe
time they're on, I don't know when tee-offs are just underway. So
Okay,
there's a
so-
bunch of people that won't have teed off by the time Lock Shop's going.
I'll have to text Hus.
Perez's, if you want to read Perez's message, I was going to bring that up as well.
You could read it.
Oh, okay. So I was going to bring this up yesterday, but so there was a troll, but he was a media guy and he was at the Super Bowl media day press, right? And so it's that one troll at media day asked Mahomes which ref is his favorite and Kelsey if he likes Taylor Swift better or getting phantom 15-yard roughing and pass or penalties better. And it's like, do you ever recall Brady getting disrespected by the media like that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mahomes got the Kermit the Frog thing last year.
The media day is turned into a circus, and most media, like the high-end media, don't even respect it because it's just a bunch of these people that come, and there'd be the person where, there's the person in the wedding dress that will show up asking to get married. Like it's always been a circus. It's always been a disaster of a thing that I think nowadays most people don't even care.
That's a good point. People probably don't care because there's so much of it.
They moved it to the night. It used to be during the day, and now it's just like it's no one because it's a bunch of media that doesn't cover the NFL on a regular basis that gets to show up and here's Patrick Mahomes, here's Tom Brady, here's Peyton Manning. I'm going to do something fun
I don't mind
or
it,
wacky.
though.
Or in this one, it's okay. We're going to do the refs things, but
I don't mind
going to Tom Brady asking if you want to be married is to me similar type of thing.
It's funny. I don't mind it. And with that being said, I know I hate on the Chiefs a lot, but Mahomes, he answered so gracefully the question. So if you have a chance to look at it on Twitter, his answer was so it was just a good answer. He actually answered the question and said something nice about the refs and didn't just swat
He
that
took the
question
high
away.
road?
He took the high road.
Nice.
Yeah. It was I liked it.
It's
It
good.
was really good.
Former Edmontonian. His dad played for the Trappers.
Oh yeah, you guys talked about this. Yeah.
No, it's loosely former Edmontonian, but
I lived here.
briefly.
Fun fact though, the referees. Oops. Okay. So they typically make about $205,000 annually, and they can receive bonuses ranging from $30,000 to $50,000 working for the Super Bowl. What?
No, I'm just
It's one
You
day.
didn't know that?
Well, I'm telling the nasties.
Yeah, NFL refs make good money, and then some of them that's not even their full-time job,
That's wild.
even though they make bank.
and I think all leagues should make them full-time employees so you can
NHL
Be
I believe,
harder on
is pretty much full-time.
in the off season it's full seminars, full training. There's no excuses.
yeah.
How much do NHL refs make?
I think it's like 150.
Right.
150. It's somewhere.
That's pretty good.
It's similar to that. And
Yeah.
obviously, you
And this is
work your
USD.
way up
Yeah.
and senior.
Yeah.
So I think the NHL pays in USD as well. And you might not make $100,000 to begin in the NHL, but you get a lot of expenses paid, and you are paid in American. I'm pretty
I think so.
Yeah.
Players don't play it in American.
It's good. And the NHL, I mean, I know this is a bit of a deviation, but they're really looking for refs now, and they're trying to get a lot of former players that play junior and pro to kind of get involved in reffing. What are you laughing?
Yeah.
Well, it's just I didn't mean I was just actually looking, but Tuck Dad went, "Thanks, Matt. This is the look I would give for us." Well, that fun fact was not fun, and it was just I had nothing to say on that, so I was just looking.
Okay, let's do some prop. Do you want to talk about prop bets?
Well, this
go
is the EST Hangout. I just want to reset.
Yeah.
This is the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage, Canada's storage experts, more than 2 decades helping Canadians through life's transitions to find a convenient location nearest you. Check them out, sentinel.ca. They have a promo on right now, 4 weeks free on all units. They are Canadian storage providers. So if you're looking to also, needing some storage needs and wanting to shop local, shop Canadian, Sentinel is who to be with. That was awful. That was just like a weird flutter of my toss there. Matt, Jasmine, Tommy, Brendan with you here on the Hangout here on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton Sports, live on TuneIn, iHeartRadio, EdmontonSportsTalk.com, on YouTube, also wherever you get your podcast. Thank you to everyone for tuning on the podcast. Also remember to sub to all of our podcasts. Every one of our shows has their own podcast page, so go to them, subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. And also, I never say this one on our show, but click that thumbs up button on the YouTube video if you're on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Give us that like. Give us that thumbs up.
Yes.
You want to get to cool bet props.
Yeah, cool
for
bet
today.
props.
So Brandon can bring that over at some point.
Yeah, he's working on that.
Well, yeah, no, we've got the screen up. So as you want to get to cool bet props, that's what people will see.
Cool bet
Some of the props that they have for Super Bowl. Brandon can bring that over at some point. I know where Jasmine's going to go right off the bat. Well, yeah, no, we've got the thumbs up. You want to get to cool bet props. They also have
cool bet
some of the props that they have for Super Bowl.
Brandon can bring that over at some point.
I know where Jasmine's going to go right off the bat. Well, yeah, no, we've got the thumbs up. You want to get to cool bet props. They also have some of the props that they have for Super Bowl. Brandon can bring that over at some point. I know where Jasmine's going to go right off the bat. Well, yeah, no, it's that thumbs up. You want to get to cool bet props. They also have some of the props that they have for Super Bowl. I know where Jasmine's going to go right off the bat. Well, yeah, no, it's that thumbs up. You want to get to cool bet props. They also have some of the props that they have for Super Bowl. Jasmine's going to go right off the bat. Well, yeah, no, it's that thumbs up. You want to get to cool bet props. They also have some of the props that they have for Super Bowl. Jasmine's going to go right off the bat. Well, yeah, no, it's that thumbs up. You want to get to cool bet props. They also have some of the props that they have for Super Bowl. Jasmine's going to go right off the bat. Well, yeah, no, it's that thumbs up. You want to get to cool bet props. They also have some of the props that they have for Super Bowl. Jasmine's going to go right off the bat. Well, yeah, no, it's that thumbs up. You want to get to cool bet props. They also have some of the props that they have for Super Bowl.
Damn, screen capture.
Damn it, we've tried that a couple times.
We got
now.
it fixed.
That one's not working. I don't know if we'll be able to do that ever again. We've given it a try.
What do they say?
I don't know. There's so many messages.
That's good.
Okay. So Ty, there was a Boise State player did it once, but the broadcaster, I forgot who it was, ruined it.
What did the broadcaster do?
Because this is like the 07 Fiesta Bowl or whatever with Jared Zabransky or something. And then so he was talking to the running back at the end of the game, and like his girlfriend was a cheerleader. And then right before like he stopped the interview, he's like, and now you want to propose to your girlfriend. So it's like, he didn't get the chance to go down on one end, but then it's like, she's just like, you can see her face like get into shock. And it's like, yeah, thanks for ruining it.
Way to go.
Okay, before...
Zabransky, former Eskimo, by the way.
Yes. Before I get into the other prop bets, so the one I actually do like of the Taylor Swifts, first to happen, any team scores the touchdowns minus 152. Taylor Swift shown live on the Fox broadcast plus 110. I don't mind that one.
I like that one.
I
Okay.
don't mind that one because I could see a touchdown late in the first, but I could see Taylor Swift being shown on a big Travis Kelce catch prior.
Yes.
I think there's a little bit of value on that one.
Yes, I agree.
Before we get to the game, you want to look at halftime?
Yeah.
First song played during halftime show. I don't know any Kendrick Lamar songs. Okay. Humble is plus 120. It's the favorite.
I think it's going to be Humble.
The last song is a favorite at minus 156, Not Like Us. Is that the Drake one?
Yeah, so Not Like Us had a controversy, actually. The NFL just had to approve it yesterday that he can do it.
They approved it?
They approved it.
So he's singing it.
So he should be. It's one of his biggest bangers of the year. I think that's why he won all his Grammys, right?
Interesting.
Again, I am Team Drake, and I'm proud.
How are you Team Drake?
I love Drake. Drake's awesome.
No one's Team Drake.
Drake
Big
makes
Aubrey
such
fan.
good music. It is so, his lyrics, he's so good.
I love the
Who's
meme.
Team Drake.
I love the meme of they have like the older person writing, listening to like old school rap. And then they're like, and today's rap is like,
Yeah, exactly.
like, okay. Well played.
The songs though, what were they? I'm trying to find them.
I did this for Grey Cup with Huss in the Lock Shop. I looked at his most popular songs on Spotify in terms of plays.
Okay.
And we tried going based on that. And one of them hit for Huss because he betted it as one of the first song or last song or something, and it hit. No, or it was total songs or something. Something hit.
Yeah.
So according to Spotify, of the 5 most popular songs that I'm seeing, All the Stars is his most played song at nearly 2 billion plays.
Unreal song.
Can you bet that as a
From
first
Black
song?
Panther.
What did I call that
course.
one?
Black Panther was a good
the
movie.
stars.
Great movie.
I didn't see part 2
with
though.
SZA, and I think SZA's gonna come out because she's always
I did see
featured.
part 2.
All the stars is plus 1,000
That
for the
song will
first
be
song,
playing.
plus 200 for last song. Not to be played, but to be the first or the last song. I don't know if they have bets of how many. Total songs performed on stage, 10 and a half.
I think
What?
over. Take the over. For
How
10
is he
and a
going to
half.
sing over 10 and a half songs?
because they always do snippets, and that's what gets the crowd going. Because it's like their famous liners.
Usher was Super Bowl
you
last
guys
year, right?
telling me that you haven't listened to Kendrick's music? Trust me, you're gonna be like, oh, I do know this song. Oh, I do know this song. Oh, okay, yeah. It's all gonna come to
Usher
you.
did 13 last year.
If it's not
Yeah.
BTO,
How many did
I
Rihanna
don't
do?
care.
Rihanna,
You know BTO?
No.
Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Super Bowl.
What the hell are you talking
They
about?
I
played
did
the
not know
2010
BTO.
Break Up.
Not
Oh.
all of them.
Okay.
That was BT.
I think it was BT. I don't think it
Bachman
was
and Turner. Yeah.
That's like one of the legendary Canadian bands.
Okay, sorry, I'll Google it after.
It's a Grey Cup joke.
Sheesh.
Sorry.
Rihanna's set list. How many songs did she have?
She had a lot.
She had 10.
Okay. She had 10?
So who was before for, and it was 13 last year for Usher. Rihanna had 10. Who was before Rihanna?
I want to say it.
Wasn't
No,
it was like the
I think
conglomerate.
I was going to say it was 50
The one in
Cent,
LA.
but
Oh, it's the LA one.
yeah.
LA Super
It was
Bowl
like
set
Dr.
list.
Dre, Eminem.
that one they did over 10 easy.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Snoop.
Well,
10
usually.
and a half. You see how they get you with the 10 and a half? Mm-hmm. I still go 10.
Mhm.
Well, Kendrick. Okay, I'll give you 10.
Well, we both went. Mhm.
At the same time.
Okay, where's my cool bet? I'm all over the
Me
place.
too.
right now.
I'm like so
Well, I'm
excited
trying
to
to
talk about
figure out.
this.
Well, I just want to figure out where, like, okay, I need to find that Super Bowl set list.
I think I'm going to be sprinkling so many bets this weekend.
Me too.
Snoop
And I've already got a
Dogg
bunch on the
Super
game.
Bowl
Yeah.
set list.
So while he looks for that, another one is where will Donna Kelsey be sitting? In front of Swift, either side of Swift, or behind Swift?
With Swift. I would go beside.
Yeah, beside is the favorite.
Because they're Team Kelsey. And then where's Jason? And then is Zach Colaris on there by any chance? I'm kidding.
Jason is in here too. It's about his suit.
Because, yeah, he doesn't have to do the broadcast, does he?
No, because he's
Fox.
ESPN.
Yeah,
This
he's
is
ESPN.
Fox.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to figure out the set list for that other
I
one.
should have printed
'cause
this
it's a
out
longer.
because there's so many.
If you
Well, there's a cool bet has over almost 700 bets that you can go throughout this entire thing.
Like what color
Like,
lipstick is Taylor Swift gonna wear?
red.
Red's a favorite.
Duh.
Any other
Well-
color is plus 600.
is she gonna wear lipstick?
She's gonna wear red. She has to. It's the Chiefs, and it's her signature look.
Okay, well, what's the Gatorade gonna be at the end of
Yes,
the
I like that
Oh.
one. Okay, because here's the psychology behind Gatorade, in my own opinion. This is no science behind it. Is that it can't be like either team's color. And usually I feel like teams like orange.
Yeah, but who had the yellow? Was it the Eagles had the yellow when they dumped it on Sirianni last week? It was or 2 weeks ago, I guess now. It was the lime flavored OG Gatorade.
Lime flavored. And I feel like the orange is also OG. But then people could go with the purple. But is the purple too similar to like the Chiefs, palette colors?
Are they mixing the purple on the sideline though? That's the thing I don't know. I think they go with OG and orange. Maybe sometimes fruit punch.
But is orange too close to the red?
Fruit punch would definitely be, obviously.
Yeah, you can't. No, so that's my issue.
But I've
with
seen
this.
blue in some celebrations. Well, Brendan's bringing it up.
Yeah, or could it be blue? What's the
What did-
favorite?
Tampa Bay was blue,
Tampa was blue, okay.
but the Chiefs, just quickly looking here, have went purple, red, and orange. No order. I guess
Interesting.
their last three.
So they do have all the flavors out there.
purple is purple is favored.
At plus 135.
Wow.
Orange is plus 250. Green, yellow, lime is plus 275. Blue 600.
I
Red,
don't
pink
think-
is plus 1200. Clear water is plus 1800.
I don't think we see green. I don't think we
We
see
can't
green.
because it's too similar to
The Eagles. I read Rick. Oh, look at you little nasty.
A position a player to pour liquid on winning coach. Is it an offensive, defensive, or both offensive, defensive player?
It's a line.
Well, defense is favored at minus 125.
Yeah.
Offensive is plus 130.
Yeah.
Jason Kelsey's outfit. Neutral is the favorite. Otherwise, supporting Philadelphia.
I think
is
he goes
minus.
Philly.
Yeah, or supporting Kansas City. I think he's going to support
I
Kansas
think he's
City.
neutral.
You think he's neutral?
I don't think he wants to piss off Eagles fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he wants to see his brother have success too.
Yeah.
Although, like, okay, honestly, if you're Jason Kelce, retired last year,
Yeah.
you're not hoping the Eagles win.
No. Well, why wouldn't you? I want my team to win.
Because you're 1 year away from them winning a Super Bowl and you missed out on a chance at a Super Bowl. I'm not wanting to be that close. If I'm him, I'm secretly going, okay, I want my brother to win.
Yeah, family first.
I don't want to have the regret of what if I stuck around one more year? I would have got my ring.
Yeah.
If I'm Jason
Well,
Kelce.
he already got his too, right?
Oh, yeah, he would have.
So at least
Number of years ago.
it's
Okay,
not
never
like
mind.
He went
I forgot
over.
that. Yeah,
He,
no, you're right. Then.
Good point.
So now you don't care.
Uh,
Although you would want to
Still
beat.
stings.
Wow, but like
it does. Yeah.
I think then the thing that would sting if you're Jason Kelce would be like you want to one up your brother. He got you on the one. You could have been back and evened up the series.
That'd be a great way to wrap up a career.
You brothers, would do
What?
I would want my brother to succeed and win.
Yeah, but I also don't want my brother to be like he's 1-0 against me. I would like to have evened that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Competition.
Yeah.
Sure.
Also, it would be an.
What's wrong with competition? I don't want to
good.
play my brother and have him be better than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be better than my brother too. But.
Especially when you're the older brother, you're just automatically better. So you just want to re-emphasize that. So I understand what Matthew's saying, even though he's a younger brother.
Yeah, the youngers are the
also-
way to go.
Whatever.
What's up?
The best.
This is the only other
did
thing I
that.
want to add about Jason Kelce and his outfit. It would be like so meta. I hope I'm using this term correctly. If he wore exactly what Rob Lowe did with the NFL hat, like in the same look.
What does meta
I
stand for in
think
the Urban
meta
Dictionary?
works in that context. Like you hear like this so meta.
Means about the thing. Okay, meta means, this is Urban Dictionary, about the
convoluted.
thing itself.
Yeah.
It's seeing the thing from a higher perspective instead of from within, like being self-aware.
That would be meta. Right? Because he's self-aware. He knows he's in this awkward dichotomy. And then he goes and he does the Rob Lowe. Meta. I
A
think.
term essentially, especially in art, used to characterize something that is characteristically self-referential. Quote, so I just saw this movie about these people making a movie, and the movie they were making was about the film industry. Dude, that's so meta. Stop before my brain explodes. I don't know. I don't know if
think it
I don't know if
works
you
because
I honestly don't know if you use it right now. I will like,
'cause it's-
I'll trust the younger one
Well,
here.
I've never used that either, but
I hear it all the time.
That's
Okay, so
meta.
he's in the same position he was. He's cheered for his brother, but it's against his old team, and he was in the game a couple of years ago. And what is he going to wear? And he's self-aware, so he's wearing something that Rob Lowe did infamously at a football game to be neutral. Meta. There's layers to it, so meta.
I'll go with it.
Yeah, I think it works in this context.
So meta if you're going to critique us.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to check the inbox if I'm right or wrong.
While you're looking that up, the official drink of the EST Hangout, it is the Finnish long drink. Legend in 1952, a drink unlike any other sparkling refreshment, real liquor, longdrink.com/can is where you can enter your postal code, find a liquor store nearest you with it. Great drink to have for Super Bowl, I would think. Nice and refreshing.
Mm-hmm. I've got some in the fridge at home. Big Maple says, if Kendrick is going to do what I think he's going to do, he will tell a story of the beginning of his career to now, and his number one song that he ever made it big was Bad Blood featuring Taylor Swift, and that is plus 3,000. Little sprinkle.
Big Maple knows what's up.
I might do that. Bad Blood.
That's so true about the story part. Yeah, like I have no idea what to expect. But yeah, he's going to obviously have a Taylor Swift song in there, right?
Why?
Because he did Bad Blood with her.
So, but why does that mean? Obviously, he's going to do it.
Because the NFL probably put a gun to his head and said, you have to.
No. I think the only way he does that is if Taylor Swift comes on, joins them. Otherwise, why do it?
She wouldn't, obviously.
I know, so why do it?
Another
She's not
bet
there.
is she going to be wearing a Kelsey jersey?
Back to Taylor Swift, you were.
Well, I want to talk about these bets.
Yeah, but you're to the Taylor Swift bets.
Because it's still a bet.
But clearly, I said at the beginning that these were your favorites.
I don't think she will be wearing it.
No, she won't.
No, she's
She
going to wear a
did
nice
last year.
outfit. She's been dressing really well.
She always dresses well.
Not her like stuff on her tour.
No, but like
what
to
are you,
games?
15?
To games?
Yeah, games looks good.
Ooh. Really quickly on prop bets. Sorry, Han Shorkoff says Brandon Graham says yellow is the color of the Eagles drink.
Okay,
For
yeah.
Gatorade. Sorry.
But that
Okay.
means that you believe that the Eagles are going to win.
I saw in the nasty chat
Good
too.
point.
Somewhere it's but okay, my favorite thing to bet on or even to like watch is the anthem. I love the anthem. Whoever sings it, like bets aside, that's like gets you going.
Just give me a flyover and I'm happy.
I knew you were gonna
flyovers.
say that.
Flyovers are awesome.
They're the best, except it's a dome stadium, which is
Yeah.
always weird. But give me a good flyover.
Okay, well, so John Batiste is going to be the anthem singer. If you guys don't know who that is, he used to be on Stephen Colbert.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
He was the first musical guy that he had for a long time, and
Yes,
then went on to
and
do his own thing.
That's right, and he won many Grammys. He also I'm not sure if he produced. I think he produced the movie Soul on Disney. If you guys haven't watched it,
Oh, is that the animated one?
yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. I don't know if he produced it or he did the music for it, but that's part of his art. So the bets for him, okay, he's is he gonna have a piano? I would think he is.
Oh,
gonna have-
that's tough. Well,
He always
that a
sat
good
at
one?
the piano and
That
stuff, and
piano?
he played it.
yeah. Like, aren't they gonna make it as dramatic as possible? They're gonna get him a piano.
who's the guy
He's
that?
not a guy that just looks to me that just stands and sings.
Yeah,
He's a guy that-
exactly.
so
He's a musician.
Yeah.
He's
Just
not
give me a
just a
flyover.
singer.
flyover.
Who's the
Stop
guy?
it.
What's wrong with the flyover?
They're
I
gonna
love
have a flyover.
Flyovers are the best, man. They hit those afterburners
Yeah.
right over here.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's gonna happen after the anthem.
yeah, that's all I care about. I don't care about their anthem.
So
Do we boo?
100.
Okay, here's a prop. Do we boo the anthem at Century Casino?
So is
Oh.
good question. So is it over
Oh, touchy.
120 and a half seconds? That is
2 minutes.
yeah, 2 minutes. So it's that 1 second, right? That's what determines it.
Mhm.
And somebody that does watch Stephen Colbert and kind of does know who John Batiste is, I kind of think if he has the piano, it might go over.
I heard.
Yeah, have you?
Yeah.
My man. Yeah.
Okay. We're going on the over.
Sorry, I love the anthem, and I think
That's
it's gonna
okay.
be. I think it's gonna be amazing. So everybody just be quiet when it's on.
Bronco Nick, I know it's a dome stadium. They still do flyovers.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've seen it. I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
it many. They've done it with closed roofs. They do
Exactly,
flyovers.
and the
still.
fireworks
To
still
me,
go
it just
off
doesn't make
outside.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because no one in the stadium can see, but for us on TV and the hundreds of millions around the world, love it.
I love a good flyover.
They're the best. I saw B2 once when I was at the Rose Bowl. It was awesome.
That's sweet.
I love a good B2 stealth bomber.
Those are really neat machines.
They are.
Yeah. I think
What are
they're
you laughing
celebrating
at
their
over there?
30th year.
Crack out of you, man.
The
You make me
B2 is
laugh.
great.
No, it's just the passion and the. I don't know.
Yeah, the B2 is an awesome
of
one.
engineering,
That
Brendan.
stealth bomber?
Oh,
Oh,
100%.
always have. I was
deflects
so excited to
radar.
see that one in the first time ever. Saw it at the Rose Bowl. I was very excited. My dad and I both were very excited. Don't mock my dad.
No,
Don't mock
I'm
my
not
dad.
mocking
There,
anybody. I'm just,
the intern over here mocking me. How dare you?
jeez, how this turned.
It
I'm
just
good at
does.
turning
It's
things.
the hangout.
I can turn things
It's
around
the
Yeah.
very
hangout.
quickly.
We've been, yeah.
We get sassy.
You know I do. So did you know in the U.S. Fun fact, Duck Dad, other prop bets not related to the outcome of the game are not permitted on most sports books.
Can you say that again?
So in the U.S., other prop bets not related to the outcome of the game are not permitted on most sports books. So any money-related bets on, for example, Taylor Swift props are illegal.
But
Yeah,
they
that
do
sounds about
prop
right.
bets down there.
But
They're
you might
saying,
not
like,
if you go into Vegas
Yeah.
and you go to an
Oh,
actual
yeah.
sports book.
Right.
You
There-
might not be able to.
There is legitimate sports betting sites in other countries such as Canada or offshore accounts, which are not regulated by the U.S.
Right.
But yeah, maybe you can do it in Vegas.
Mex Bezuzu. Thinking, if you saw a stealth bomber, then it's not very stealth, is it? It was meant to be seen in advance of the Rose Bowl.
They have stealth fighter jets too, built in the same ilk of the stealth
Oh, yeah.
bomber. Those things look amazing. They look like little bats.
One of the cool parts about the stealth bomber, like the fly over the Rose Bowl, is there's always a picture somehow, well, not somehow, but there's like above, like, so it's downwards. So stealth bomber over the Rose Bowl
That's
stadium as
cool.
it's filled. It's a cool photo like that
Yeah.
comes out every year.
Technology, engineering, incredible.
There should just be a flyover everywhere for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I actually
Across
saw
all cities.
a helicopter last night when I was getting out of my car, and I actually had to watch it go.
It's
They're
neat.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like across North America, there should be at the same time this a flyover over like a certain location, so we could all have a flyover happening for the Super Bowl.
Not very environmentally friendly, but I would love it.
That just sounds so great.
I know.
And then when you're at
The
Commonwealth
crackle.
and they do like they come back and they
right
get you
at the
second
kickoff.
time,
Yeah.
it's the best.
My brother one time was with me at a football game, and I'm like, we're in beer line, and I was like, no, we got to go watch the flyover. And he's like, what do you care about? I'm like, just shut up and watch it. And then he's like, whoa. And then they hit the afterburner, and then I'm like, wait, because he went back to go to the beer line. I'm like, they're coming back, and then sure enough, 2 minutes later, boom. And I'm like, yes,
That's a full rookie move right there.
yeah, it's just very satisfying, and to be right about it with the rookie move. The beer will be there, Paul.
Yes. But those Jets go, and they're not coming back until next
that
time.
second pass, and it's over.
You're not into the Jets, are you?
Are you talking about the jet? You guys
The flyover.
Stop
Are you
being
not
little
listening
kid.
to us?
I get it. I like a flyover too.
Well, why weren't
Not like we do.
Why can't we talk about it?
Yeah.
You can. I didn't say anything.
You just said, are you still
It's
talking
sick.
about it? So you completely tuned us out during this
asked me
show.
if I like Jets, and I said, yeah, I like Jets.
And then you said, are you still talking about it?
You guys are like
Because you weren't listening to us
You
clearly.
guys are like Fred playing
You
with the dump
tuned us
truck.
out.
Jets.
That's amazing.
Why are you mocking Fred and the dump trucks now?
Yeah.
I'm not mocking you guys being children.
I love fighter jets.
Yeah, and what's wrong with liking dump trucks? And
I
watching
wish I was a
dump
fighter
trucks?
pilot.
Now we're going to get a sassy text from Lucas because of you now.
No, it's
Incredible.
I'm sorry,
Hopefully Luke wasn't listening on that one.
I was looking at the prop
Uncalled
bets.
for. Absolutely uncalled for.
Sorry. Okay, let's talk.
Portions of this
Rude.
hour of the EST Hangout, they are brought to you by Lloyd Sad's Insurance Brokers. LloydSad.com, proud presenting sponsors of the EST Funds Field, which will be taking place next Saturday at Shamrock. If you have a business and looking to connect for insurance needs, connect with fellow nasty Kevin Bondel with Lloyd Sad. Once again, check them out, LloydSad.com, one of the leading insurance brokers in Alberta.
I saw Kevin the other day.
Where'd you see Kevin?
I saw Kevin in Ice District. I was heading back from morning skate, and he was heading to the rink, I believe. Good to see him. Good dude.
Veer Montenegro, plan A, run to the bathroom. Plan B, zone out.
Oh, he's got the picture. Brendan's got the picture. He's just sizing it up.
the B2 bomber over the
B2,
Rose Bowl.
yeah.
That was awesome.
This is from a little while ago.
Which game? Oh, well, when you put it on, I'll see it.
2020, I think it said.
I will take a look.
The file actually.
Yeah, so thanks for tuning us out while we're talking. We listened to you, Jasmine, but
I was giving you space to talk about this.
you didn't even know we were still talking about it.
This text says, you guys just experienced the Jasmine.
I know.
Rude.
Pretty harsh.
How dare you?
We have the audio thing again. What? Why do we have the audio
Interrupt
thing
you guys
again?
or anything.
Oh, no, Eric's saying do the audio thing again. He's wanting to. I was at that game that you're showing.
Yeah,
The picture, I was there. I was on the Oregon side.
that's actually why I pulled this one up.
That's wild, Maddie.
And
Really?
weirdly enough, so my dad, brother, and I were at that game. We were next to these people from Wisconsin, and this one girl all of a sudden heard us talking, and we said Edmonton, and she's like, "My dad's from Edmonton." So this random family from Wisconsin was near us, and her dad was looking just a little over, and we're sitting next to people from Wisconsin whose dad was born in Edmonton. It was really weird.
Small world,
Of all the places,
Yeah.
the Rose Bowl. Yeah, that's the picture we were at. See, and I saw that stealth bomber. I was very happy. If we
That's
zoom in close
cool.
enough, I could find me in this
Okay, fine.
picture.
That is super cool. Super cool.
Which part? The stealth bomber or the family?
The bomber.
Okay. You still don't even know what we're talking about.
I do. It's that, alien looking plane.
No, it's like a triangle.
Yeah.
Why do you say an alien looks
It's not an alien looking thing.
You know, it's like a
I don't know.
spaceship almost because it's so stealth.
It's like it looks like a boomerang.
Sure.
That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Pointing at it. I would go with that one. What other prop bets do you want to
You
get
know how
to?
long that thing can fly for?
How long?
Like days on end. It has to refuel, but
But it
like,
can fly, refuel midair.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, see?
It's amazing.
Now we're getting you.
Hey, my dad took me to air shows all the time. Okay.
You clearly were zoning out and pulling a Jasmine at the air.
Didn't pay attention.
I was just looking at prop bets.
What prop bet do you have now?
Well, okay,
Yeah.
so I wanted to.
Because there's so many, and where our conversation wasn't good enough for you, what's a better prop bet than fighter jets?
Interesting.
I was thinking about what celebrity guests were going to appear on stage with Kendrick.
Back to the halftime show.
What? Well, okay, let's talk about planes.
I would love to. I would absolutely love to just talk about planes.
Hell yeah.
We should get to. I should go to
F-35 Raptor.
Is there any
Let's
air
go.
shows around? I'd love. I don't think
Air
I've ever been
shows?
to an air show.
You haven't
That's
been to an
awesome.
air show?
I think so.
Oh,
I've been
very
to one or two.
Especially when you're
Yeah.
a kid.
I'm gladly go still as an adult.
Yeah, I think we have them every year.
There's one every year.
Yeah,
I think,
it's like outside
I think
of
there's one in Cold Lake too.
Yeah.
Oh, that would make sense.
There's one in Abbotsford every year too. It's really nice.
Yeah, of course. Back in the Vancouver area.
No, they're cool. Like they're huge. You don't really, see the cockpits and stuff. It's amazing.
I'll be intrigued.
Look at that.
Okay, Sentry.
That's the F-35 Raptor. Like, that is sick.
Very sick. Very Tom Cruise.
That is sick.
I'd like to see that fly. So, because I didn't pay attention to Usher last year. What happened? Oh, I went up
Roller
to Troy's
skates.
room because I think
Oh, we did
had
shots
shots.
with
yeah. So I missed
Godfather,
Usher
yeah.
completely. I don't know.
Everybody had their back turned to Usher. I was the only
I
one
know,
watching.
but could you hear it? Are you
No,
gonna be able to?
because it's so loud.
So you're not gonna be able to hear Kendrick.
I know, but I'll rewatch it, but I still want to see it. I mean, I'll try my best to listen. I'll just yell at everybody and be like, be quiet.
I just
Go to the bathroom
honestly-
and watch it.
you should pull up your
Oh
phone.
my. Could you imagine if she talks about the halftime show this much on the air and then just goes to the bathroom for 15 minutes?
I would.
She's gonna watch it on her phone.
Right, of course.
No, I'm going to watch it with the nasties. It's all good. I can rewatch it at home.
Unless someone says something to you, then you're gonna get mad.
Yeah, like, why are you talking to me? I'm
Yeah.
watching this.
I'd be like that. I was like that for the Rihanna one. My brother was trying to talk to me. I'm like, I'm trying to watch the show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to listen to this.
Please, nasties, I
So-
know a lot of you are not Kendrick fans or care about it, but please come stand with me. Let's all watch it together. But
Yeah, but if you can't hear the music that well, it's like that's a great time to just chat with people.
yeah, you know what?
You might be screwed for
I
that
was
one tonight.
volume police last year, by the way, with Renee.
What do you mean you were
Poor
volume
Renee, she was
police?
so busy. I was like, Renee, can you turn it up a little bit more? Renee,
You can't turn it up.
No, the game, because it was kind of.
You can't.
She did. She tried her best.
I know, but like,
But
you
we
could-
were so loud.
That's exactly it. That There's
Yeah.
nothing you can do, and then it's just gonna hurt our ears more
Gonna hurt
because
us.
it's just more. Well, you're adding more noise,
Yeah.
and it's not like we're
Noise
gonna be able to
pollution.
hear the sound more. You're just cranking up the volume, so it's just more background noise.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine, Maddie. I just don't even know what to do.
I've got a good text.
Just gonna go to the bathroom.
You're very popular.
Oh, no.
Daryl,
What'd she do wrong?
via the inbox. It's just funny. How old is Jasmine? Loves Drake, but he can't sing without autotune. He's horrible. And doesn't know BTO. Guessing she's 15. Maybe I'm just old. Can't stand Drake or Kendrick. Daryl.
That's okay, Daryl.
I feel like being Team
Thank you for your time.
Kendrick is the better one. Like that's the better side to be on.
Kendrick?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the new hip cool thing. But here's the thing with Kendrick, I will respect one. I actually like Kendrick. Get that straight. Kendrick is doing a rap battle. This is a hip hop culture. There's no violence involved.
Didn't one of Drake's security guards get shot last year?
That's because Kendrick revealed, I believe, where Drake's house was, which is not funny because that's kind of crossing the line. But there's
But right, no
Drake-
violence
yeah.
involved.
So some stranger broke into the home.
But no violence.
But again, I don't think that was Kendrick's
But
intention.
Drake was called out for being a groomer by Kendrick.
Which is, he has a lawsuit against it right now because it's not true. There's no evidence. There's no text. There's nothing about it. This is like slander. And this is why there's lawsuits and why Drake won't be a guest. He's on the list. You ain't going to win your money on that one.
He's
though.
in Australia right now, isn't he?
Is he in Australia? I
thought
thought
there
he
was
was
a
just in
tour in
Canada.
Australia.
No, I honestly thought he was just in Canada because I think his assistant Snapchatted or whatever some snow.
Ice Cube likes to get his texts in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull the halftime show up on my phone and watch it WU Jazzy. That's verbatim what he wrote.
Thanks,
you.
Coob.
I know,
Okay,
But I
Zachy.
just wanted
Yeah.
to.
So he's been in Australia. He had a show on the 5th in Australia. On the 9th, the 10th, and the 12th, he's in Australia.
Okay. I'm glad that Maddie knew that.
Because I saw it because Kendrick won like a bunch of Grammys this weekend, and there was like pictures of where
5
Drake
Grammys.
was.
Yeah.
And he won for his diss track of Drake.
Yeah.
Long
Sweet.
live Kendrick Lamar.
Haas.
Like I said, they're both great
Drake's music
artists.
sucks.
Thanks, us.
This text, yeah. This text says Jasmine is a beautyless candidate for this year. Put it on the list.
Is that a bad thing or a good thing?
No, that's good.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Gosh, sometimes I don't know how. Like I thought today I'd come in with like a calm, chill energy, considering what happened yesterday.
No, you set us up
And
for
they
this.
and then you guys just rile me up.
Because you went after fighter jets.
I didn't go after anything. I'm
Like, how
minding
do
my
you
own
not
business.
understand how awesome they are?
Fighter jets are awesome.
I'm gonna get you guys.
They're cool. Fighter jets?
The toys, yeah.
I have some.
Okay.
My niece is
I
playing
would
with
like
them now.
some.
Okay, I'll get you.
But I'll take more.
Yeah.
Next time I'm at Walmart or something, I'll go to the toy aisle.
I'll keep them in my office.
Okay.
And every so often I go,
Yeah.
and then land it.
Oh my
Like
god.
once a day, I'll do that.
Oh my god.
And that's how I start the hangout. I'll bring it in and go, the hangout has landed.
Yes.
And I'll be,
Or no,
why?
I got to do takeoff for
What
the
did I
start of the
start?
show.
Yeah.
And then when the show's going to end, I land it. And then we throw it in a walk shop.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
See?
meta.
Meta, baby.
Oh my goodness.
I think we just go with it. But other people can make up words and stuff. Even if that's not what meta means, it's what it means now.
Yeah.
Tom said so.
Thank you.
Okay, this I want to read this. Prez
Are
says,
you allowed to?
I think. Why? What do you mean?
I just like messing with you on that one because like you have to go. Can I read this? Well, yeah, just
Oh
go
no,
ahead.
because I don't want to also give you guys misinformation about Drake or Kendrick either.
Because I'd be so devastated.
so down because you guys care so
if
much.
I got misinformation about Kendrick or Drake, I'm gonna be so hurt.
It's
Gonna
just
lose
a
it.
very complicated feud, and I just don't have time to explain it. That's like somebody coming up to me and talking about it when like the game's on. I'm like, can we not talk about this right now? Okay. So let's see here. So people affiliated with the Weeknd's camp shot Drake's security guard at his home because he dissed them as well in the Kendrick diss track. It is common knowledge where Drake lives. Kendrick did not reveal where he lives. His house is like a tourist attraction in Toronto. Yeah, I think that's it, right?
Okay.
So I just wanted to clarify because of that, Tom said
Weekend's coming to Edmonton. Commonwealth.
Yeah, by the
That'll be
way,
awesome.
Commonwealth, which reminded me about you when you're like, oh, Commonwealth is so great because it has so many seats and that's why artists like to come here. Weekend's only doing Edmonton and Vancouver so far.
It's not in Toronto.
I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. I didn't see it on the Ticketmaster list. He's doing Seattle and then a bunch of places in the States.
He's got to be going to Toronto.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. But the fact that he shows Edmonton and Commonwealth in the summer, that show's going to be unreal.
There's a couple shows coming to Commonwealth this summer. Who's the other one?
And
Morgan Whalen.
For Weekend fans,
Oh,
first
right.
of all, wow.
I know he did the song with Post Malone. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Weekend's new album, if you guys haven't heard it, it's pretty good. If you guys are Weekend fans, I really liked it. And if you haven't been to a Weekend concert, he gives you everything.
He's got
great production value. Very expensive tickets though for the Commonwealth.
So he's in Vancouver on the 15th, Edmonton on the 19th, Montreal the 24th, 25th,
Oh, Montreal.
Toronto the 27th, 28th,
Okay.
back to Toronto for the 7th and 8th.
Okay.
So he's got 4 shows in Toronto. Where is this in Montreal? It's in like some
But he's
Jean
in
Drapeau Park. I have never heard of this place. It's like a biosphere or something.
Cool.
Is the 19th? What is that? Is that like a weekend? Get it? Ha ha ha. Dad joke.
Brendan liked that.
Yeah.
He liked that joke. Man, that's interesting that he's going to be in Toronto for a couple. Go to Philly, land over, and then come back to Toronto for a couple more. But it makes sense that he'd be in Toronto.
It's a Thursday. June 19th, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
July.
Thursday.
July.
Oh, July.
July
That's a
19th.
Saturday. He's doing a Saturday show in Edmonton. That's respect. Right
I've heard
there.
they're expensive tickets, though.
They are. So I looked because they did the pre-sale already. And then I like exited out because I was like, So like the uppers are like $300.
For a weekend here at Commonwealth?
Yeah. It will sell
A
out.
weekend to
Prices-
see weekend. I call
A
them.
weekend to see weekend. That's
It-
meta.
Oh my gosh. It will sell out though. I do want to go. I just got to see how to go about this.
You got a pre-sale password?
I can.
No,
I
okay,
know.
I just wanted to see what the tickets were because I heard like that's the thing about concerts. They're all just so ridiculously expensive too.
Yeah,
Even
they
these
are.
stadium
They
shows.
are
You would think
super
that stadium shows would maybe be a little less because there's more tickets to sell, but nope.
$300 for upper.
Because they
Why?
can.
Yeah.
Because somebody's
And
gonna
that's
buy them.
unfortunate. And
And
they
then the
do.
lowers are like just the lower, not even the floor. It's
bowl?
500.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like, what?
Morgan Whalen.
I wonder if he's trying to see. If
Is it Whalen or Wallen?
That is
Wallen?
Whalen.
Whalen?
What is
Wallen?
Wallen?
Morgan Wallen?
Even I knew that.
He's got 2 shows in Edmonton.
Is that guy the one with the controversy with that?
He's got a lot.
That chicken fried chick.
No,
no.
that's Zach Bryan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He had, I think, was it Morgan Wallen?
He threw the
He threw the chair
yeah.
over
Yeah.
in Nashville.
from the
Right.
rooftop
He
He
patio.
also has an N-word controversy.
Oh, great.
Great point.
Yeah.
He's used the N-word before. There's
Not
tickets.
dangerous at all.
What do we got for
Really?
tickets? Some tickets, so it's not
For
fully
Morgan
sold out.
Wallen? I know. This
Oh boy,
What?
One of the tickets I just clicked is $836
for weekend, right?
No, for Morgan Wallen.
Oh,
that's not even low. That's not even
floor. There's a lady
floor.
at my work that's selling, I think 4 to 8 tickets or something for face value.
A floor seat is $1,400.
No
Why?
way.
And that's not even. There's like one with stars. What does the stars go for?
Dude, country.
$1,500. Who's paying these prices?
Dude, this country.
$2,500. Oh, jeez.
That's ridiculous. If it's sold out, it's clearly all.
Well, it's not sold out.
That has to be resale.
No, this is official platinum. 240960.
What? Is he that good? Give me one song. What's one song of his that I would know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The one he did with Post Malone.
You would know.
Oh, standing room's 1,300
I don't know
in the
how many stars
pit.
off the top of my head.
That is ridiculous. I don't know if there's a single artist I would pay that much money for. Oh, you could have floor seats near the back for 500. There's a bargain.
Who would have thunk? I wouldn't. That country singer would be that expensive. Does will he have like fireworks and dancers and like a whole production, or is it just gonna be him and a guitar?
Where?
Morgan Wallen.
I don't even know who. Like, there's only
It
one. I
has to
think
be full
the only
band.
thing I could think of I'd spend that much money on is maybe like, and even now I think it's too old. Would have been like a Led Zeppelin reunion
Sure.
because they haven't they've never performed together basically since Bonham passed away. I think they've done like 3 shows since or something like that.
That's wild.
But $1,500 for some of these seats. Jeez, $2,500. That's just who's paying that?
Yeah, Mex, I seen Weekend. I was a huge fan growing
I
up.
have seen, or I saw. Just continue.
What did I say?
You read the text. I seen is bad English. Anyway, continue.
So you saw I have seen?
It's either
saw.
I have
saw.
seen, I've seen,
I've-
or I saw.
I
Not
saw.
I seen.
Okay.
My buddy Brett does it all the time. I'm like,
Okay.
you sound
Well,
Brett.
thank you.
Remedial
Remember, I speak
English
2
from my buddy
languages
Brett.
fluently. Okay.
You speak 2 languages fluently?
Fluently. That's why sometimes I mix my words up because I want to say the word
Yeah.
in my language,
And I've told you speak the other language.
I
so I
could,
think it'd be
but then
funny.
you guys won't understand what I'm saying. But
That's
even
even better.
yesterday, I could have explained it in Punjabi better than I did in English.
You could have
yesterday.
made fun of us yesterday in Punjabi, and we wouldn't have known.
No clue.
It would have been hilarious. That would have been your upper hand
Oh
on
my
us.
god! I'd be like, you know, the Latinas go crazy and they just start yelling. I would have been one of those with the Punjabi.
Yes,
With the
and we would
yeah.
be thrown off our.
Yeah.
And we would be
Yeah,
rattled.
you could just like insult us quickly, and we would not
what was
know,
that?
and you could just laugh and be like,
Yeah.
those that know.
Yeah, and they would laugh at us, and we would just be like,
You have that upper hand
I
on us.
can't believe we're gonna open this door. because
My
I'm gonna have
mom-
so much fun with it.
My mom,
Go for
first language is Polish, obviously, a little Polish sprocket. She would always say "merzable" instead of "miserable," and so for years I was like, "Merzable, yeah, when you're mad." And I went to school and they're like, "So and so was
Merzable.
miserable." I'm like, "Wait a sec, Mom says it wrong." So
That's
yeah.
like, I hear you. Like one word I said for one word that I said wrong for a long time was, I used to say postpone, postphone,
yeah,
Postphone?
it's postpone.
postphone, but it's postpone. I
Yeah.
just learned that like friggin' 6 years ago.
And then on the Italian side, they butcher like 25 times more words than anyone else, and you're just like, yeah, okay, whatever. I know what you mean.
But-
Sandwich.
It's the hands. You're moving the hands. I'm a hand talker.
I saw Weekend when
Perfect.
he was not famous in like these dungy little nightclubs where he would just be him in a mic. I still have pictures and I will never forget it. One of the best times I've had.
I was looking at the Muse tour because they were on my TV for like one of those concert channels.
Mm-hmm.
They did on one of their most recent tours a leg of just intimate venues.
Really?
They were in Toronto for like a 2,500 seat venue or something. I wish more bands did that. That I would pay my extra money for.
Yeah,
I would
'cause it's
pay
intimate.
high money to go see top bands in a smaller venue.
I agree with you.
They're way better.
I saw the Killers at the the conference center, and it was awesome. It was like 4,500 people. But
I
Muse
would
saw
want
at
like
Rexall.
Starlight,
That would be amazing.
like a small 2,500, 2,000 seat venue. And
Starlight's
I would
like
probably
500,
pay,
isn't it?
Is
If
that
that.
it?
If
I have no
that.
idea.
It's
but
tiny.
like that would be one of those. I would like to go see some bands
But
in the smallest of
Even
venues.
with comedy, I saw Shane Gillis on the weekend, which is why I went to Vancouver. And he played at Rogers. Okay.
500.
Oh, okay.
and his set was awful. It was so bad.
Ken Gillis?
Yeah, he was bad. And his Netflix is hilarious. Tires is hilarious. He's a really funny guy on TV when he's on NCAA and stuff. But his stand-up was terrible. It wasn't polished. It was just not funny.
Did you boo him?
No, I did not boo him. I was confused. I'm like, this sucks because I really, was looking forward to laughing, and people around us weren't laughing. And my theory is, if I saw him in a smaller venue, it would be funny.
It also could just be an off night.
It's the same jokes they use. And he let you have your cell phones and stuff too. And a lot of these big time guys take them away, which I'm completely fine with.
Did you know these jokes beforehand?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe.
Bad. I don't know if he was drunk. He was drinking, but like a lot of comedians drink on stage or smoke weed on stage. It just was bad. Anyways, but when you see some like a band in a smaller venue, it is so much better. And same with comedians. That's why I'm hesitant to buy tickets to these larger venues now. Jokes just aren't as good because they can be savage in those little venues.
Oh man, yeah.
And I love savage jokes.
Or when they get the crowd involved, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the crowd work exactly. It's so much better.
Saw Jerry Seinfeld at the Jubilee. Amazing, so good.
Yeah, he's coming back. Not my cup of tea. He doesn't swear. Too family oriented.
He's very witty. Very witty.
Not for me. But he is coming back. Nikki Glaser tickets are ridiculous.
She's hilarious.
Ridiculous. She's coming here too. And the resale is on like $500.
It's not 2,000 for Morgan Wallen, whatever the hell his name is. Can't even pronounce his name, and he's charging crap ton of money to go see his show. We only got a minute left here on the Hangout.
Can we do our Super Bowl predictions since I won't be here tomorrow?
Well, I won't, but you can.
Oh God, I forgot you.
Actually, I won't be here tomorrow because game day tomorrow.
We've got Lock Shop coming up. We've got Two Guys in a Goalie, EST Afternoons, the Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Mill. Later tonight, 9 o'clock, because there's no other game last night. We got Oilers live here on the station. You guys feel free to go with your predictions.
Okay, so I honestly, I do think the Chiefs are going to win, but there is a way the Eagles can get their way as well.
By scoring more points than the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's right. If Saquon can get some touchdowns, they can get a higher point scale. This is the only way Eagles are going to win. That's why I'm not ruling them out. But
so you're sitting on the fence, or you're making a pick?
Hold on. Both teams are healthy. This is a long time in a Super Bowl where you see both teams have all their whole roster. Everybody's healthy, including Hurts. So there is a way that Eagles could win. So I believe that 1.5 line. However, I do think there is going to be some favoritism, and there is going to be this whole 3P thing. By the way, that Pat Riley is trying to...
Not trying to. He owns the copyright for 3P.
That's right.
But he's made it... They've got to deal with the Chiefs.
I want to talk about that. We don't have time.
No, we don't.
Okay. Anyways, Chiefs. I think Chiefs are going to pull out a win. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, so I'll take the under.
Chiefs win. I put money on them, so...
Sorry, I guess I was more complicated. I just wanted to get my
it's okay.
two cents out there.
Respect the amount of time we have left, so I kept it short.
Oh, wow. You're dead.
This was the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage. As I said, coming up next, it will be the Lock Shop with Dusty and Huss here on this Thursday. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Thank you to Brendan on the other side of the camera for doing some good work with the cameras, although still don't know what's going on with that other thing that we've tried, but it failed twice, and we've had some weird audio twice while we've tried to do something. On behalf of Tommy, Jasmine, I am at, again, thanks for tuning in to the EST Hangout presented by Sentinel Storage here on Edmonton Sports. Like your clear choice for Edmonton Sports Lock Shop in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Look at this. Let's go.
There you go, right in front of the camera.
First time guest, long time listener, fan of the original draft commissioner.
Welcome to the EST Hangout presented by White Claw Hard Seltzer. The difference is clear. Matt Iwanyk, Tom Zola with here. Joining us today,